Please tell me this is working. Oh, the Pokemon trade redeem. That's right. That's right. Thank you, thank you. We're not trading in this professional environment. We're not doing that today. We're not doing that today. Okay, it's gone. It's gone. No, this is a very professional environment. We are not trading Pokemon. Pokemon is outlawed. Okay, I have been stretching. Don't worry. That redeem, I didn't fall through the cracks. I've been stretching. Okay. Oh, why am I so nervous? Alright, first off, I feel like I'm very loud. I'm gonna crank myself down a little bit. How is the volume today? I hope it's all good and balanced. I mean, it's never balanced, but it's bearable, right? I hope so. I really hope so. I put on the spooky music from Halloween. I felt like we needed something. We needed some nice background music. Wouldn't you agree? I honestly don't know how to start this. I don't know if any other VTuber has ever done this. What do I do? Heads up, I'm gonna be pretty busy, so I won't be present all the time. But I'm gonna be checking in as often as I can. That's the spirit. That's good noodle. Good noodle. Also, audio sounds good. That's great. Oh no. Oh no, I should have had stickers. I should have passed out stickers. Wait, it's not too late. It's not too late. Hang on. I'm gonna go to images. Star PNG. Come on. Come on. Come on. I wanna have stickers. Oh no. I don't know if, actually this might work. This one might work. Hang on. Sticker. Wait, no, that was a web file. I need to save that as a PNG. Alright, wait. Hang on. Hang on. Star. Where'd it go? Where is it at? Where is it at? I don't know which one's the PNG. About to find out. There we go. There we go. And a Maestro, you get a sticker. Here you go. I'm an excellent teacher. I am an excellent teacher. Here, I'll leave a sticker. I'll just leave one sticker right here. Ever could be a good noodle, and you could also get a sticker. All right. Yeah. I honestly don't know where to start with this. I've never been at such a professional role before. I'm educating the masses. How do I even start this? This is such vital and important information. Like, what do I do? I guess I could start by introducing the class that we're taking right now. Yes, we are. Welcome to FNAF 101. Your first lesson today is that FNAF stands for Five Nights at Freddy's. Yes, indeed. We are going to be learning about the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's. All of February, every Friday in February, we're going to do a stream dedicated to Five Nights at Freddy's and improving our knowledge in some way. And I hope that you will take the knowledge that these 4 streams will give you to heart, and you will grow and shape yourselves to all be great individuals, right? that's gonna happen, right? You're gonna take these lessons and you're going to apply them to your everyday lives. Yes, and I will be your teacher. I will be your guiding light in this this wonderful Friday nights at FNAF 101. Yes, indeed. Thank you for participating. You get another gold sticker. Here you go. There'll be more on the way. There will be so much more. I guess, before I hide everything that's on the chalkboard, because I will be pulling down a presentation for us, I'll give you like a very quick tour of the room that we will be having our lovely in-depth discussions about. So I'll hide myself in a second to show off these posters in the back, but I just want to clarify that these stickers that you see on the chalkboard, I got them from Sticker Mania. They didn't credit the artists and stuff, so I don't exactly know how to properly credit them, so I'm just gonna say I got these from Sticker Mania, and if you happen to know who the artist is, please let me know. And I just realized I still have Moobot's thing on for assets. Or I'm not using the Quaxley thing, so I have to turn that off. There we go. Alright, we're good. And then, but everything here, aside from like the stickers and the posters in the back, were all made in Canva, so have fun with that. That's why it looks a little weird. I actually made this today in like 15 minutes. I've been falling way behind. My own studies have been preoccupying me. I actually finished the PowerPoint that we're about to say literally a half an hour before the stream started. So it's But yes, everything here is made in Canva. The stickers are from Sticker Mania, and I am going to hide myself real quick. You can see the posters in the back. Those are official Five Nights at Freddy's posters. They're from Security Breach. They're from Security Breach. The one that you can't really see, I'm gonna hide myself again. Not that that even matters because you can't even see it, but the one in the back is it's a Spring Bonnie or Golden Bonnie, whichever one you want to use. I think he's supposed to be drinking a milkshake, I don't remember. But the Fredbear's Family Diner poster, yeah, that's self-explanatory. You will be learning all of this today in this class. Oh, isn't it great? Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited? You guys ready to learn? You guys ready to take a hold of your knowledge by the horns and dive into the world of Five Nights at Freddy's? Are you all excited? I'm sorry, I keep laughing. This is no laughing matter. I am so sorry. I need to take this as seriously as possible. Speaking of seriously, I'm gonna take a drink. Hang on. I had Domino's before this. Alright. Without further ado, let's start off our lovely FNAF 101 course. Firstly, actually, not firstly. I don't even know. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I had a whole thing planned out ahead of time of what I was gonna say, and then I was like thrown way off balance. But yes, before we get started, I am going to bring down our lovely little PowerPoint. We are going to, if it'll go down, please. There's a car outside. There's a car outside in the likes picking it up. What the heck? Alright. So, can you see it? Can you see the PowerPoint? I hope you can see it. I just realized I never set any, hotkeys to move the thing, to move the PowerPoint. So I'm going to hopefully do that. Where's it at? Where's my screen at? PowerPoint, here we go. Next slide will be enter, and backspace will be backslash. Okay, we're good. Alright, we're good. Just gonna check real quick. Okay. Oh no, wait, what the heck? No, what happened? Oh no, now I can't go back. Hang on. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, everyone. I thought, wait, backspace, there we go. There we go, all right. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're back. All right, everything is going according to plan, guys. But I'm assuming you guys can see the PowerPoint, right? I sure hope so. It's right here on this lovely, lovely chalkboard. Today, your first lesson will be to understand the timeline, or at least the timeline as we know it, and also the timeline that I know it as, but I will get to the disclaimers in 1 second. I guess for starters, how many of you actually think you understand the Five Nights at Freddy's timeline? I'm genuinely curious, because I'm going to just say this right here, right now. You don't. You don't. I don't, and I'm the one teaching you. You don't. Who's MatPat? MatPat doesn't know either. MatPat doesn't know either. No one knows. No one knows. You think you know it, but you don't. My timeline might be wrong. MatPat's timeline's probably wrong. Who else is big in the Five Nights at Freddy's community right now? FNAF, FUFF, yeah. He probably doesn't know it either. What's his name? Ritos? Ritos doesn't know. Dawko doesn't know. No one knows the FNAF timeline. That being said, I'm sorry. I sound like I'm belittling you. I shouldn't be belittling you guys. But I'm just stating a fact. I don't think Scott Cawthon even knows what the timeline is, and he's the one that has made all the games up through Security Breach. I guarantee he doesn't know it either. But hopefully, with this PowerPoint, we can maybe come up with a timeline that just might work, that just might make sense. It makes sense to me, but hopefully it'll make sense to you guys. Yes, hopefully. Are you writing stuff down? I hope you're writing stuff down. There's a sticker waiting for you. Alright. Now, these are my disclosures. The first thing that I need you guys to be aware of is that this timeline will only be focusing on Five Nights at Freddy's, the first game, through Ultimate Custom Night. And for the reasons, and I've mentioned them before, the first reason is that, personally, I do not like the route. I'm gonna move the sticker down a little bit. I don't like the way the franchise is heading with the story. I don't like the fact that they brought back Mr. William Afton, aka Springtrap. I don't like the way they've handled Vanny and all that stuff. It's not in the way where I don't want to consider it canon. I do consider it canon to some extent, but I feel like it negatively affects everything that we knew about the timeline beforehand. I mean, like literally, I know I just said that MatPat probably doesn't know the timeline, but one of his more recent FNAF theories is literally just him saying that like almost all the games have been retconned because of Help Wanted, saying that the indie game developer, you know, made all these games and stuff. You know, I don't like that. You could call me a hater all you want. It doesn't matter to me. I don't like the way it's heading, so I'm not going to include it into this timeline. The second timeline, not the second timeline, the second reason is that, which I think we all know, Security Breach is getting a DLC in the near future, and I don't want to place Security Breach and therefore all the other games that are connected to Security Breach, like directly, into a timeline until we know the full extent of what Security Breach has to offer. I hope that makes sense. If you don't like the reasoning for my first one, I hope you guys like the reasoning for the second one, because I feel like the second one's more justifiable. Also, this PowerPoint is 42 slides, so, and there's a lot of ground to cover in like AR, Help Wanted, Security Breach, so we would not be having this stream if I had to make even more slides, just so you know. Alright, the second one, which I've already kind of discussed already, this timeline is my take on the events of the games. So like I said, I don't know what happens in the games, but you also don't know what happens in the games. There's a lot of stuff that happens. No one really knows how everything fits and forms and shapes itself into into the homogenous mess that is FNAF. So I hope you guys don't yell at me if I get some things wrong, because chances are it's probably stuff that I have overlooked or have simply forgotten in the seed that is FNAF. So there's that. And also, because this is my take on the timeline, your timeline could look completely different from mine, and that doesn't make it any less valid. I will just be explaining the FNAF timeline from my perspective, and I hope that you will all be okay with that. And the third, which will probably make a lot of people angry, because a lot of people use the books as canon, or at least canon to some capacity, but this timeline will not reference events from the books or the spin-offs, with exceptions to names, and the reason why I will be using names is because it will make explaining things so much easier. Again, I feel like that makes a lot of sense. But no, we will not be mentioning the Silver Eyes trilogy, you know, the one with Charlie as the protagonist. We will not be mentioning Fazbear Frights. We will not be mentioning Tales of the Pizzaplex, but, I mean, Tales from the Pizzaplex doesn't even really matter because we're not even talking about Security Breach. But we'll not be mentioning those. And as another disclaimer, yes, I know that security logbook with all of the FNAF information, well, I don't know what it's called. What's it called? I think it's just called the FNAF Encyclopedia or something, right? Whatever that is. I know that that is a thing, and I know that it's probably going to end up retconning a lot of stuff that I will be talking about here. But, you know, like I said, it's my take on the timeline. And also, I do know that the character encyclopedia got leaked as well. I will also not be mentioning that because I didn't even look into that. I started working on this PowerPoint before the that encyclopedia even came out. So, sorry. Sorry, buddy. That's you gotta deal with it. But yes, I believe that's everything. I think that's everything. I was kind of hoping that maybe some more disclaimers would come into my brain as I discussed this. Oh wait, I guess I should probably explain spin-offs. I mean, if you're in the FNAF fandom, you know what I mean by spin-offs, like the Fury's Rage, the Freddy in Space, all that stuff. I didn't even mention what's it called? FNAF World. Mostly just because, I don't really consider that, like, canon or important, in the grand scheme of things. It definitely explains a couple things, but in the end, it doesn't really have any impact on the timeline. At least as far as I know. That's it. That is it. Alright, without further ado, I actually don't remember what the next slide is. Oh, I accidentally opened up my, something. There we go. It's fine. Oh, wait, what the heck? Why is the crying child popped out? Why are you like this, crying child? What happened? Ignore that. The crying child should be, the crying child should not be crossed out here. Let me actually check this out. What happened? What happened, crying child? What happened? Why are you already dead? Oh, you're not supposed to be dead. Wait, hang on. Hang on, wait a second. Yeah, oh my god, what happened? What happened to my PowerPoint? It's showing me slides 10 and 11. What the heck? Oh, this is not good. This is not good, gang. This really is not good. Hang on. Hang on. We're having some technical difficulties. I'm gonna hide the PowerPoint real quick. Technical difficulties, y'all. Why on earth would it be set up like that? Why would it be set up like that? That makes zero sense. It's fine. It's an easy fix. It's an easy fix. Easy fix. Easy fix. Easy fix. Hopefully this works. Hopefully that works. Let's test it out. There we go! Yay! It works! It works! Alright. Sorry about that, folks. Now, how should we even go about this? How should we explain this lovely family dynamic? Well, for starters, they're all pixelated. So that's how you know they're all related to each other. No, in all seriousness, these are the Afton family. We have William as the dad, and then we have Michael as the older brother, then we have Elizabeth as the middle child, and then we have the unnamed crying child as the youngest. There is also a Mrs. Afton in there somewhere, but she's kind of a MIA. You know, she doesn't really show up in the stories. We just know that she is there somewhere. We're not entirely sure what her function is in this story, basically. But so basically, yeah, no, she's not real. She has no effect on the story. So yeah, that's why she's not listed. But just know that there is a Mrs. Afton in there somewhere. Like I said, Mr. William Afton, he's the father. He's the head honcho. He's a talented, would they be called engineers? I think they would be called engineers. Robotics man. He makes all the bots. Alright? And that's all you need to know for right now. And of course we have the unfortunate last named family, the Emilys. Emily is a very weird last name. Everyone is aware of that. We kind of just accept it and move on. And unfortunately, if you are going to get into FNAF lore as heavy as I have, you're going to have to just accept it too. Besides, there's a lot weirder stuff to deal with. We got Henry. Oh, Henry's a star. I need to clarify some things about that. But we have Henry Emily, and then we have Charlotte Emily. There is probably a wife in there somewhere too. But just like Mrs. Afton, Mrs. Emily is not mentioned at all. And the reason why there is a star next to Henry, that's because the sprite that you see right here, it is heavily speculated to be Henry. However, it was never proven to be Henry. It's very, very heavily implied because I literally just said FNAF World. Doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But in FNAF World, we see this desk man. That's his name as the sprites. We see him talk about an animatronic named Baby, and how he was the one that created it, which is why it is speculated that this is meant to be Henry. All right, do we have that all cleared up? That these are our main players, pretty much. All right. Important information that I have to go over, because this will make things a lot more easier to understand. So first off, we got the spring lock suits. The first invention by Henry, Emily, and William Afton. The suits that can act as animatronic and suits to be worn by employees. Highly dangerous and can malfunction when in contact with water. Only two were ever created, a version of Freddy and a version of Bonnie. Freddy is the bear and Bonnie is the rabbit, in case you need to know that. The Bonnie suit is what was used when William lured and killed the children, which we will get to. We will get to that. Yes, so basically, what this is saying is spring-locked suits are suits that they are pretty much what it says in that description right there. They are suits that can be worn, but can also be used as animatronics. So imagine like stepping into an animatronic. That is basically what the spring-locked suits are. And they are very dangerous because they can just snap into animatronic mode whenever you want, especially when they're in contact with water. And that is going to be very important in the story. For 2 times, actually. That's going to be very important. And then we have Remnant. Yes, Remnant is not a book thing. Remnant is mentioned in the story in a couple blueprints in Pizzeria Simulator. Remnant is a thing in the books. Remnant is a thing in the games, so that's why it's in here. I don't really know how to properly describe it, so this is the best that I could describe it. It is a glowing ball of metallic substance that gives life to inanimate objects. And this is how the animatronics in the games are given life, alright? Got that out of the way. I don't know how I can make this any more simple, any less confusing. It's a magic glowing orb that gives life. I think it has something to do with emotions, because I'm pretty sure that's how Agony works in the book series. That's how I'm viewing Remnant. And then, of course, we have Fazbear Entertainment. It is a company that William and Henry start to unify all of Freddy's pizzerias together. It starts shortly after Fredbear's Family Diner was created. Simple enough, right? That's just the company that Henry and William make. And then we got Golden Freddy and Fredbear. Fredbear was the original design for what would become Freddy Fazbear in the lore of the games. At some point in the story, Fredbear is turned into Golden Freddy. They are one and the same. Yes, so if you hear me mention Golden Freddy, it's basically Fredbear. Just get that in your heads. Fredbear and Golden Freddy, they are pretty much the same thing. And if you get that straightened out in your brain, the reason why Golden Freddy is cursed will make a lot more sense. And that is it for important information. I hope you guys keep that in your brain. And you know what? I'm just going to give this here, right now, y'all. This is my timeline. It's very cramped because I tried to fit it all in one slide. And also, this was the reason why I was working up until half an hour before the stream started. We will be going into each of these one by one. This is a very simple, very concrete, version of my timeline that I have in my brain. There is no dates, because honestly, dates don't really matter. There are some dates, like of course we have the bite of 83 and we have the bite of 87, but that ultimately, it doesn't really matter, honestly. It honestly really doesn't. Like, you just gotta know that a lot of this takes place in the 80s, and just, there's a lot of stuff happens. Just don't worry about it. That's a really bad thing to say when you're trying to teach someone just to not worry about dates. But if you try to put a date on every single little thing in this game, everything is going to fall apart no matter how you look at it. There'll be things that you won't line up. There'll be things that are absolutely confusing. You know, it's best to just keep everything as flexible as possible. All right, here we go. I just realized I'm covering the credits of the art. Hang on, I gotta get a drink. I gotta get a drink. That water tastes really good. I don't know what it is, but man, tasty water. Tasty, tasty water. So, here we go. We have the early years. Henry Emily and William Afton are talented engineers and entrepreneurs who band together to make an animatronic diner called Fredbear's Family Diner. I think we all know, it's basically Chuck E. Cheese, right? This version's more like a very, very friendly, family-friendly, you know, just locale diner, you know? Your local diner. They're only opened in the mornings, you know. Actually, well, no. This one's open, you know. You know what I mean. It's one of those cozy, run-of-the-mill diners that were very popular back in the day. Except, this one has animatronics as, you know, entertainment. And also, the staff can wear the spring-lock suits, you know, all that stuff. The brand becomes popular enough to open another pizzeria, which would be Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. And, you know, it's a pizzeria. It's a pizzeria. It's a Chuck E. Cheese pizzeria. That one's more of what you would imagine, you know, what Chuck E. Cheese would look like. However, William, unbeknownst to Henry, is a mentally unstable individual who has murderous and violent tendencies and tends to take them out on their children. Now, this is a very controversial point, but a point that needs to be made. There is a great video by, shoot, I don't remember what their name is off the top of my head. I can't remember, but they did an excellent video dissecting, how William, interacts with his children, or at least as far as we know, and how, he seems to have, based off of how he treats his children, may or may not have, narcissistic personality disorder, based off of, you know, the traits that children have, when you like look into their characters, which I'm gonna get into right now. William's narcissistic, abusive tendencies negatively influences children, to whom they become later in the story. Elizabeth is the golden child. She is the one that is absolutely perfect in William's eyes, but that doesn't excuse the fact that he does torment Elizabeth a lot. And especially when, spoiler alert, when she gets scooped and becomes baby, he does do a lot of experiments on her, which, if he knows that, which he does know, he knows that his daughter is inside baby, he still, you know, exploits, experiments on baby, like, you know, but he very heavily values Elizabeth. Michael is the scapegoat child, which means if, you know, William will do, like, you know, it's all your fault, you're the problem here, blah, 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 you know? And then the crying child is the lost and neglected child. That's pretty much self-explanatory. The crying child, when compared to Elizabeth and Michael, doesn't seem to, be very loved and appreciated by William at all. If we want to go with the theory that William is using Psychic Friend Fredbear to you know, I don't even know, watch the crying child. He is not doing a very good job at it, because the crying child is always sad. He is very scared of everything, you know, and the Fredbear plush is doing absolutely no favors for that. But yes, I wish I remembered who made, what their person's name was. Hang on, I can look him up real quick, because I do encourage you to watch it, because it's really good. YouTube Here we go. Ow! Ads. That was really loud. Whoops. I just now realized that because I have the buttons, everything just kind of, every time I press enter, it's going to just move on to everything. Enter or back button. That's great. Anyway, this is the video. It's actually the person that made this video is not real name, not at all, and I heavily subscribe to this theory. So if you're curious about how I do view William Afton, you can go ahead and watch that video because it does go into this stuff a lot better than I probably could. So yeah, do definitely give it a watch. And next one. We're just getting straight into it because really nothing happens before this point. We all know it. We all love it. We all know the Markiplier meme. Even though he says the bite of 87, this is actually referencing the bite of 83. This is where everything went wrong. The crying child is terrified of the animatronics at Fredbear's because he saw an employee help another employee into a spring-lock suit. Now, whether or not you want to believe that that is William Afton stuffing a child, or William Afton helping an employee get into a spring-lock suit, or just another random employee helping another random employee get in, whatever you believe, I honestly just think it's an employee helping another employee. Like, let's not make it complicated. Some things can be simple in this game as far, if you can believe it. Whatever it is, he saw someone get into Freddy's mouth and he became absolutely terrified of the animatronics. And I mentioned him briefly. He has a stuffed toy of Fredbear that talks to him and seems to possess supernatural abilities. And when I say supernatural abilities, I mean he literally turns into a flower at one point, okay? He's a little spooky boy, okay? But what you need to know is that Fredbear, he is both helpful and hurtful when it comes to the crying child. He encourages the crying child to face his fears, but also encourages him to run away. Very mixed messages. We love that. We love an encouraging father figure. Michael, who is who we call in FNAFuary Foxy Bro, the one in the Foxy mask, if you could see him right there in the picture. Michael, who developed a tendency to lash out, again, because his father just always puts all the blame on him for everything, which, you know, encourages misbehavior and all that stuff, you know, all that good stuff, you know. Bullies his brother by putting on a Foxy mask and heading around the house to scare him. Now, this is why I believe that Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was open during this time, because this is Fredbear's Family Diner, and all of the animatronics that are not at Fredbear's Family Diner are here. They're all present, so you know those characters have to exist somewhere, and that's why. And I think it's Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Yeah. This comes to an end when, on the crying child's birthday, he and his friends stuff the crying child's head into Fredbear's mouth, which is what you see right here being pictured, and the crying child's tears soak into the spring lock suit and the mouth clamps down on his head. Remember what I said before, how the spring lock suits react to water and they just spring back into their animatronic state? This is what happened to the crying child. He cried, his tears got into the spring lock suit, and it caused them to snap back into place, and it crushes his head, his tiny little skull. And now we're on to the events of FNAF 4. The crying child is placed into a coma due to the brain trauma, which makes sense. He sees his brother and his friends as violent animatronic monsters coming after him. On the final night, he sees Nightmare Fredbear and Nightmare, and we're going to touch a little bit on theory territory with this, because there's a lot of speculation on what exactly, especially Nightmare represents. Nightmare Fredbear is, of course, Fredbear, the final animatronic he saw before he was bit and placed into the coma. You know, that makes sense why he would be there on his final days. Nightmare is theorized to represent death, sort of like a Grim Reaper given form in the crying child's nightmares. Now, I like this theory because I think it's a nice little foreshadowing for what happens at the end of FNAF 4. However, there are multiple interpretations. This is just the one that I subscribe to. Oh wait, hang on. Before we get to this, one other thing that I do want to touch on. A lot of people think that Michael Afton is the kid that we play as in FNAF 4. I can understand those, why people would think that. It does make sense. Me personally, I like the idea that it is the crying child and this is their final days alive. That's what I personally believe. But I do understand why people would think that it is Michael Afton. You are not incorrect about that. Remember, no one knows what the FNAF timeline is. Okay, this is a hefty one. We're gonna touch on the final cutscene a little bit. Sorry, I had to check something. On the last night of the game, the player gets a cutscene with the crying child looking at his stuffed Freddy's characters. You know, Chica, Bonnie, Freddy. I forgot about Freddy, I'm sorry. Foxy, who mysteriously has his head ripped off. I wonder why. Maybe he has some sort of rage against his brother because the fox is his favorite. Who knows? And then, of course, we have Mr. Good Old Psychic Friend Fredbear, his #1 BFF in the whole entire world for some strange reason. You know, he is sitting in a black void. He is talking to his friends. Yes, he calls the plushies his friends. Someone who people believe to be Michael, is heard saying that he is sorry to his brother. And then it changes to another voice who a lot of people speculate to be William, who says that he is broken and that he will put the crying child back together. There are multiple interpretations of this line, but the main theory is that William wants to bring him back by having him possess an animatronic. However, William doesn't know about possession or remnant at this point. So he wants to do something about it. He's not entirely sure how he's going to do it, but he knows that he wants to rebuild the crying child as an animatronic. The crying child dies at the end, which is signaled by the flatline that can be heard at the very end, which I think, you know, makes sense. You know, if you hear a flatline and the screen goes black, you can assume that that character has died. I mean, that's not a stretch, right? A lot of things in this game can be stretches, but I think that this one is fine. I think this is a very obvious conclusion. And here we go. You saw this at the beginning when for some reason everything went wrong. The crying child is now deceased. We are now down to 3 Aftons. Actually, technically 4 because the wife is in there somewhere. I don't know what she was doing this entire time. I don't know. Let me get a drink real quick before we move on. Fix my glasses. Alright, now we're moving on to the post-83 bite. Fredbear's family diner closes down, and the Fredbear suit is permanently retired, you know, because a child died at the hands of the Fredbear suit, you know. We don't want people seeing that suit around anymore, you know. It's bad for business. But they closed down Fredbear's family diner for that exact same reason. The Golden Bonnie suit is passed on to the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza to be used as needed, if or when is needed. Yep, that would explain why the suit is still just chilling in there, okay? William's already questionable mentality spirals downward after his son's death, driving him more into his murderous desires. At some point, he starts to notice that the Fredbear animatronic is starting to act differently. It's acting, as we love the quote, it's acting a little quirky at night. And then he quickly realizes that the crying child is already possessing that animatronic. And he discovers Remnant in the process. This, I believe that is how, you know, William first learns about the idea of possession and Remnant. That, I've already kind of explained that, but I just want to emphasize that. All right, let me, Alright, here we go. Here we go, everyone. The second incident that we all know and love. Circus Baby's Pizza World. While everything was happening, both William and Henry were working on a technologically advanced version of Freddy's, one where the animatronics were more advanced and could end up replacing humans. The fun time animatronics. They can move on their own. They can interact with kids. Circus Baby can dispense ice cream and make balloons. You know, she's a very advanced robot. She could interact with the children. So that would just completely replace people, you know, wearing suits, you know. Fun, all that fun stuff. Robots are replacing your jobs, people. I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you. But little did Henry know, William added a child capture and lure devices into the animatronics with the sole purpose of capturing and killing children. Basically, he wants to use it, he wants to capture more children so that he can use it to experiment more on Remnant. You know, when you have a theory, you know, you have to test it out, right? He's a sick man. I don't know how much more I can just like throw it out there to you guys. He's a sick man. But you already knew that. On opening day, at opening day, Elizabeth Afton begs William to let her go see Circus Baby, an animatronic made to look just like her. You know, that's really nice, right? You know, making a murder machine and making it look like your daughter, like that's great. That's amazing. Perfect ideas. Lovely ideas. However, he tells her not to see her to protect her from the animatronic, because, like, you know, he knows what would happen if she went to and interacted with Baby. However, Elizabeth ignores her father and visits Circus Baby by herself, which ends up capturing and killing her. So, yeah, Elizabeth's gone. Elizabeth's gone. She has been scooped, she has been captured, and she has been murdered by Circus Baby, William's own creation. So, now 2 of his children has died at the hands of his animatronics, his whole life work. You know, that can't be good. And then, post-Elizabeth murder, Circus Baby's Pizza World closes down and covers up the murder of Elizabeth Afton, which we love to see. We love to see companies taking accountability for their actions. Yes, we do. Henry learns about the plan to capture and kill children while looking into the situation and fires William from the company, as one should. Angry and bitter, William plots to destroy everything related to Henry and Fazbear Entertainment. Dun dun dun. William also notices that Circus Baby is acting in a similar way Fredbear acted after the crying child was crushed, you know, crushed by the jaws of life, you know. This was further proof that Remnant existed and possession was indeed possible. At this point, William's actions have 2 reasons, and these 2 reasons you need to keep in mind when analyzing his weird mind. He wants to take down Henry and Fazbear Entertainment for firing him and basically ruining his life, I guess. He kind of ruined it himself, but he thinks that it was all Henry's fault, all of Fazbear Entertainment's fault. And he also wants to bring back his 2 dead children using Remnant. And we are at the point that I would like to explain something or clarify something. The deaths of the crying child and Elizabeth tend to be the main conflicts when placing them in a timeline. Some people believe that Elizabeth died first, while others believe that the crying child died first. While I am in the camp of believing that the crying child died first, there is reasoning for Elizabeth dying first, and this next slide will go over some of these reasonings. Look at this lovely, lovely chart, gang. Look at how wonderful it is. Isn't it amazing? It's spectacular. we are going to go over evidence of why Elizabeth could possibly have died first. First off, the nightmare animatronics have stomach mouths, which could signify that the crying child knew about Elizabeth's death and possibly the way that she died, which would also, and this isn't stated in the slide, but this also could be a reason why the crying child is absolutely scared of the animatronics, because he saw his sister get yumped, get taken away. And then, of course, we have the theory that William is controlling Second Fredbear and is purposely making the crying child afraid of the animatronics. While William is heavily implied to have made the Fredbear plush, and it is possible that William was using that plush to scare the crying child away from the animatronics. It is also possible that William encouraged Michael to scare the crying child because it was what he was trying to do with the Fredbear plush. Which again, the reason why this could prove that Elizabeth died first was because William saw his absolutely perfect golden child get crushed by, his wonderful creation. And he doesn't want any of his children, his lesser children, but his children nonetheless, to get, close to the animatronics. Michael was old enough to know not to, but the crying child, he was the youngest. He doesn't really know. So what do you do when you want a child to not go anywhere near, go near anything dangerous? Obviously, instead of telling them and, explaining the situation that they're like, their tiny little pea brains, could understand, the rationale is just to scare them away from them, give them lifelong trauma. That's the best course of action, obviously. No, don't do that. Don't give your children trauma, guys. That's the main moral of the story. Don't traumatize your kids. And then these are lumped together because they kind of represent the same thing in a way. Elizabeth's empty room and Fredbear's is still open. In FNAF 4, one of the minigames shows Elizabeth's room, which is seemingly empty and barren. Also, in Sister Location, there is a breaker panel on night 2 that shows the layout of Fredbear's Family Diner. Now, why would the breaker panel show Fredbear's Family Diner if Fredbear's Family Diner would have been closed at the time? And why would Elizabeth's room be empty if she was still alive? That is basically what this evidence is getting at. A lot of questions, but a lot of hypothetical questions, but these are very important to learn, to understand. This is stuff that need to take into account when you're dissecting a story like this. I'm gonna get another sip of water. This is a lot. This is good practice for me. Alright, this is a very confusing title. I will break it down real quick. Take Cake to the Children and a Security Puppet minigame. Take Cake to the Children is a game in FNAF 2 where you play as Freddy, passing out cakes to children. However, in the top part of the screen, you can see a child alone outside, and a purple car pull up. A man, comes out of the car, tucks the child then turns gray, and the car drives off. That is all you need to know for that. And the security puppet minigame, this, basically what I am about to talk about. That's mainly the thing. And you'll see how the Take Cake to the Children minigame fits in with this. Alright, William's first part of his revenge plot is, wait, that's not good grammar. That wasn't good grammar. William's first part of his revenge plan is to kill Henry's daughter, Charlotte Emily, also known as Charlie. As a way of protecting her, Henry creates the security puppet, which you can see pictured right there. It can track where Charlie is with the green bracelet that she wears. one night, William caught her trapped outside of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza with no security puppet protecting her. Because if you play the minigame in Pizzeria Simulator, which is where the security puppet minigame is found, you'll see that someone put a box on top of the security puppet's box because it lives in the box. Because it's a puppet, it's meant to be like one of those what are they called? Jack in the Boxes. It pops out of its box when the music stops playing, but the puppet couldn't leave his box because it was already blocked. So the security puppet was not protecting Charlie, and Charlie was locked outside. William used this chance to kill her, making Charlie the first intentional, remember this, intentional, he did not purposely kill his children, his first intentional murder victim of William Afton. William then drives off after killing her, and the security puppet finds the body after breaking out of its box. He breaks out of his box, he goes outside to protect Charlie, and it's too late. The rain ends up breaking down its body, and it ends up collapsing next to Charlie's corpse, which ends up allowing Charlie to possess it. So this is proof that the child does not need to be in the suit in order to possess it, it just needs to be in its general vicinity. And here we go. Henry does not have a daughter anymore. It's just him. He is the last remaining Emily. And then we move on to what I think everyone knows the most about Five Nights at Freddy's. It is single-handedly the thing that put the game on the map. The missing children's incident. While Charlie's murder was solely to spite Henry, the 5 missing children was done for studying and analyzing Remnant. So he was also doing this to take down Fazbear Entertainment, but it was mostly so he could test the waters to get more, I don't know, subjects? I don't know. The 5 missing children that we know of, because it is speculated that more children died, were Susie, Fritz, Jeremy, Gabriel, and an unnamed child who many theorize to be named Cassidy. Cassidy is a very big theorist thing, child. We are not going to be discussing Cassidy here, but we're just going to just name drop them, just casually here. This is who we think that the 5th murdered victim is. William, taking a page from Michael's book, stuffs the murdered children into the animatronics in order to hide the bodies and then fuse their souls to the metal, aka fusing Remnant to the animatronic. He learned his ways from Michael. Isn't that great? He does this by wearing the golden Bonnie suit and luring the kids away from their families. He kills the children in the back rooms where there were no security cameras. Yes, there were no security cameras in the back rooms. And he put on the spring lock suit that that was placed at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, just as a, like I said, it was just in case, So he slipped inside, he put on the suit, and he lured 5 children, and possibly more, into the back rooms, did the thing, then stuffed the children in the suits, and went about his merry way, I guess. I don't know. And we need to talk about Susie. Susie is actually the child that we know the most about. So I feel like we need to touch on Susie a little bit. According to Wither Chica's lines in Ultimate Custom Night, Susie was the first to be killed. That's why it's important. Technically, the puppet is the first one, but Susie is the one that started the missing children's incident. In the Freedom Maze minigame from Pizzeria Simulator, the player sees how Susie died. Susie had a dog, but the dog died by getting run over, possibly by William, as a way to, just despicable, man. I don't know. William, in the original Golden Body Springlock suit, tells her that her dog is not actually dead and asks her to follow him somewhere. Some people speculate that William was the one who killed Susie's dog, which is what I just said. And then some people speculate that William used Susie's dog as another test subject, and that dog would go on and possess the Mangle, which, is the Mangle. They're iconic. We love the Mangle. We love Mangle in this household. If you don't know who Mangle is, look them up. You will love them too. But yes, Susie was the first one to disappear in the missing children's incident, and the reason why this whole ruse is so important is because who knows if William used the same tactic on several of the other children. It is possible that, you know, I don't know. Listen, I'm a pet person. I have a cat, and if a guy ran over my lovely little boy and came out in a suit, in a golden Bonnie suit, you know, and was just like, hey, your cat's not actually dead, I would clock him in the face. Like, I get they're kids, but it's just like, I'm sorry. Let's move on. Alright, post-missing children's incident, the police and investigators couldn't find the missing children, and so the case became cold. So they couldn't find any leads or anything. Henry ends up becoming suspect number 1 due to his connections with the pizzeria, and he is end up locked away for some time. Remember, this is the 80s. This is the 80s. I know dates are not important, but it's the 80s. Like, you know, they didn't have the technology we have now. This allows William to freely conduct his remnant experiments at will, using Circus Baby's entertainment and rental as home base for the experiments. The 5 children go to hunt the main 5 animatronics. Susie ends up becoming Chica, Gabriel becomes Freddy, Jeremy is Bonnie, Fritz is Foxy, and then Cassidy would go on to possess Golden Freddy. Remember, Cassidy is now possessing Golden Freddy. And the crying child is also possessing Golden Freddy. I don't know how that works. It just does. And then Freddy Fazbear's Pizza then closes down due to the missing children's case. You know, no one wants to eat at an establishment that, you know, their children could potentially, you know, go missing at, right? It only makes sense that business would go down after that. By the way, Circus Baby's entertainment and rental. I don't remember if I talked about this in this PowerPoint, but Circus Baby's entertainment and rental is basically all like the Funtime animatronics that weren't able to, like, you know, have their day in the limelight, you know, because it closed down like literally the day of. You know, they're still in good condition, so they're rented out for birthday parties and stuff. And also, apparently, it is underneath the FNAF warehouse or something like that. I don't know. The lost years, which is what I like to call the years where we know some stuff, but we don't know how long it's been since, you know, things. I don't know. The puppet, now possessed by Charlie, grants life to the 5 main animatronics. William, which is, you know, give gifts, give life. The puppet gave them life. I don't know. Did she give them extra remnant or something? I don't know. Did she teach them how to become alive? I don't really know. I'll be perfectly honest, I'm not entirely sure how that works. William returns to the old pizzeria and collects the parts of the animatronics to use and study them. So he takes apart the main 5 animatronics. Well, I think it's just the 4. It's just the 4. He fuses these parts with the Funtime animatronics, who are still running and operating great due to people renting them out often. Yeah, so he puts the extracted remnant into the Funtime animatronics. Is basically what that's saying. Once they start acting out, William creates a shocking system to keep them at bay. However, they start to become unruly and violent towards him. You know, William is the one that, you know, he's the murderer, right? Obviously, the kids are going to be very angry that they were brought back to life, and they're forced to work for, you know, the person that caused this in the first place. And then when they try to fight back, they are shocked. They are given the control shock. That's what this is. That's what that whole system is. It's a way to keep them at bay. And then at some point during this time, Michael moves out of the Afton household. Because he's old. He's an old man now, I guess. And then we get to Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. Possibly one of the most lore-heavy games. And I'm gonna get another sip of water. Alright, sister location. Michael receives a message from William telling him to go to Circus Baby's Entertainment in Brittle to find her. It is unclear whether he knew William was talking about Elizabeth or if he was talking about something else. We don't know exactly what Michael was thinking. We just know that he goes to the location and is forced to do menial tasks an average employee would do. You know, he could have just said to everyone that he is he's an Afton and he wants to say hello to all of his dead stuff. But no, he decides to go in as an employee, because why not? There he meets Circus Baby, the animatronic that murdered his sister. At first, she acts friendly and helpful, but she quickly turns on Michael at the end of the 5th night. Circus Baby and the other fun-type animatronics don't like Michael because he looks like William, the man who murdered them. Makes sense. They think that he might be William. At the end of the 5th night, the fun-type animatronics form Ennard, a mishmash of all the animatronics united for the sole purpose of taking control of Michael's body and escaping. And they do this by scooping him. Scooping is the way that they get the insides of the animatronics outside of the animatronic. So Michael is scooped and then is taken over by Ennard, and they are able to escape the storage unit because they are now human. And with that, Michael is gone. Michael is no longer a player. Maybe. And again, this is probably another iconic moment in Five Nights at Freddy's history. The Five Nights at Freddy's 3 end of night minigame number 5. William returns to Freddy's once again to collect more remnant, but is met with the ghost children who want revenge. William, as an attempt to scare off the children, jumps into the golden bodysuit and starts attempting to torment them. You know, wearing the suit that they saw, you know, before they passed on, you know, all that good stuff. Scarring more children. Like, that's all he does. He scars children, even in the afterlife. Isn't that great? What a lovely role model. Not really, but you know what I mean. However, because the building was getting more run down and old, rainwater was leaking into the building, and it leaked onto the spring lock suit. Remember what happens when spring lock suits get in contact with water. The spring locks snapshot on William, presumably killing him slowly and painfully, much like his youngest son. The children's souls appear to move on, but remember, they still lingered inside Ennard, who is now puppeting Michael's corpse, and the main animatronics. The Aftons are gone. Or so we think! Because in the Sister Location Custom Night minigames, when playing the Custom Night and Sister Location, the player can see Michael Afton walking down the street. These minigames take place after Michael was scooped at the end of the game, so this is Ennard interacting with the world, not Michael. Every minigame shows Michael's body starting to rot and turn purple, and more people start hiding from him because he's smelly. The final minigame shows Michael throwing up Ennard, and the corpse collapses. However, Michael isn't dead. He's very much alive, most likely due to the remnant that was left over from Ennard, or Michael's own remnant. Baby just whispers, "You won't die, you won't die," and that gives him the encouragement to get up and start living again. Possibly, again, because of remnant. I don't know. Maybe there's still like one piece of metal that's just single-handedly powering him. I don't know. But he's alive. Look at him, guys. We still have an Afton. And the Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location final cutscene. Michael monologues to himself. but it seems to be directed not at himself, but at William. I mean, he says, "Father, it's me, Michael. I did it. I found her and I put her back together." For some reason, they're British, by the way. I don't know why they're British. This whole series takes place in Utah. So, yeah, British people live in Utah, apparently. In this world, at least. He says that he was able to find her, and her in this case is Elizabeth. He also mentions that he was able to put her back together. The same thing William said that he wanted to do with the crying child. By the way, he completely forgets about the crying child. At the end of the cutscene, Michael says that he's going to find William, but appears to be very angry. So he kind of wants to seek revenge in some cases. At all this time, there's a core player that, has kind of just been put on the back burner. What was FNAFuary Entertainment doing throughout all this time? They don't have a CEO because he is currently in jail. There don't seem to have any pizzerias left. They have entertainment and rentals, but that's kind of been taken over by William, the person that's supposed to be fired. What are they doing? They're obviously still in business. What they did was they continued operations because they are the worst company ever, with a temporary CEO. However, they remained on the down low after the missing children's incident and the imprisonment of their previous CEO. So they weren't really doing much, to be honest. They were just trying to make ends meet, living off of the the money from Circus Baby's entertainment and rentals, except now they're all gone, so they're not making that much money. So, you know what they do instead? They plan to reopen Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. That closed down after the missing children's incident. They decided they wanna revamp. They wanna try again. Because their main cash cow is now lurking in the sewers. They gotta do something. Eventually, they did end up reopening that pizzeria with whole new animatronics designed to spot and attack no criminals. These went on to be the toy animatronics, which everyone knows. Toy Bonnie, everyone knows Toy Chica, everyone knows Toy Freddy. You know it. There's tons of art, a lot of questionably tasteful art of Toy Chica. Everyone knows who. If you don't know any animatronics, you at least know who Toy Chica is, just based off of the art, for kids. Yeah. The animatronics that were torn apart for scraps became withered and then replaced as storage because they are unuseful. So they are solely using the toy animatronics and this newly reopened Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Hang on, let me get another drink. Alright. So now we're getting to the meme. You know it. You love it. The Bite of 87. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and The Bite of 87. The night guard named Jeremy Fitzgerald. He's just a random guy, by the way. He's just a random old guy. He's not really much of a core player in this. He's sadly just a victim. He gets a job as the night guard for the reopened Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. He is moved to the day shift after a week of working as a night guard. Excuse me. During his first shift as a day shift guard, an animatronic lunges at him and bites out his frontal lobe. This became known as, you know it, say it with me now, the Bite of 87. And yeah, that's it. He's done. That is literally all Jeremy Fitzgerald does in this entire thing. He just serves to be a night guard and get his frontal lobe bit out. And also, in case people ask, which animatronic exactly did the bite of 87, we don't know. That's it. We don't know. However, it is possible that it could be either the two biggest, culprits are either Mangle, because Mangle is Mangle, they're just a bunch of wires and bobs, and the jaw's always open, because she's meant to be like a take apart, put back together again toy, basically. Or Toy Chica, because her beak can just come off, so it's possible that, maybe Toy Chica, like, moved a weird way, and then the beak just came off and ended up biting Jeremy. Who knows? Those are the two biggest culprits, but honestly, it could go either way, or it could be just another random animatronic. It could be Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy's a menace to society anyway. It honestly just could be Balloon Boy. I kind of like the idea of just, like, this child animatronic whose sole purpose is to just sit there and have balloons. Just, like, being the one that actually committed the heinous act. Like, this grown man, like, just, like, leaned down, right? He leaned down. And, for some reason, Balloon Boy was just having, like, a really bad day. And just somehow unhinged the jaw. And just went, hum! But no, it's most likely either Mangle or Toy Chica, as much as I would love to believe that it was Balloon Boy. Oh, that would be great. That would be great. Sadly, Fazbear Frights, they're not doing the book series anymore. But I guess Tales of the Pizzaplex crew, I have a brilliant idea for you. Balloon Boy, just being an absolute goblin. Just make him the most unhinged creature you can. Like, you know what? No one really likes Balloon Boy, so you could just do whatever you want with the character and no one will care. Like, just make him a feral toddler. Just like, that makes balloons. Anyways, back to the PowerPoint. Michael Acton ends up taking the place of Jeremy as the night guard for night 7, but is promptly fired because of his odor. Michael getting fired is just going to be a running trend, by the way. He can't seem to keep a job. And shortly after Michael was fired, Freddy's closes down once again because of the Boat of 87. Okay, I'm gonna clarify something, and I do say it in parentheses, so you're all gonna be mad at me. Brace yourselves. During night 6 of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the phone guy says that someone used a yellow suit and probably killed more children. However, I believe that this was retconned at some point. The withered animatronics were mangled and torn apart in ways that would not occur if they were just withering from old age, like Bonnie's face being missing, Chica's mouth being absolutely unhinged, and not like unhinged in the way Mangle's is unhinged, like it's completely damaged and destroyed. Because William tore apart the animatronics before he was spring-locked, FNAF 2 would take place after William's spring-lock fate and before FNAF 3 when he was freed. That is my opinion. That's what I believe. I'm going to clarify this once again. This is just what I think the FNAF timeline is. You could have a very different interpretation. You could have a timeline that, makes this line make a lot of sense. Like no one knows what the FNAF timeline is. Scott Cawthon doesn't know either. Everything could be retconned or nothing could have been retconned. It's whatever you think fits the best. For me, the only way the FNAF timeline could make sense if FNAF 2 takes place after William is spring-locked and before FNAF 2. I mean, not FNAF 2, FNAF 3. So, if you can make it work, great. I applaud you. But in order for the timeline to make sense to me, this piece has to be retconned. And also, FNAF 2 is like one of the older games. You know, what's his name? Scott didn't know he was going to make, you know, the entire FNAF series, right? So it's perfectly possible that a lot of plot points from the first FNAF game and the second FNAF game were ended up being retconned in order to make a cohesive story. But again, whatever you think, whatever, if you can make it work, that's amazing. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear your version of the timeline with this piece of information as the crux point. And now we move on to Five Nights at Freddy's 1, the game that started it all. Michael's still trying to find his father, gets a job at a different Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. So during that time, another Five Nights at Freddy's Pizza opened. Basically, I didn't mention that, but another pizzeria opened. Oh, first time chat. Hi, Agra Oni. Thank you for lurking. Thank you. Thank you. I hope this is very entertaining. This is it's a trial period, right? I want to be I'm going to school to be a teacher. This is my first ever teaching experience. How am I doing? I'm doing good. My throat hurts, but it's going great. This is a practice run. This is to see if I can teach a class. This is what I'm going to just use this as like on my teaching application. But how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Hang on, let me do you want a sticker? Here you go. There you go. I hope you love your sticker. It's a beautiful golden sticker. You're a good noodle. You're a good noodle for showing up to class. I'm feeling great. That's amazing. I'm so glad. Yay! Hang on. I'm going to take this opportunity to get another drink. Woo! I'm on top of the world. I'm unstoppable. Yeah. Where did I leave off? I don't remember. Oh wait, I did explain where. Oh. I did explain when Fazbear Pizza opened. This one opened a few years after the other Freddy's closed, using the scraps of the wizard animatronics to build the new ones. There we go. That's what happened. The animatronics go after Michael like the previous animatronics before, once again, because they think that he is his good old father, his good old peepaw, William Afton. Remember, their souls are pretty much, the missing children's souls are pretty much just split apart from each other, right? Because some of the soul remained with the original animatronics, while the others went on to possess the Funtime animatronics, who are now entered, roaming around the sewers like good old Pennywise the Clown. You know, amazing, fantastic, perfectly normal. The series is the most normal thing out there. After a week, just like the other place, he is fired because of his foul odor. Obviously there's other reasons, but the foul odor is a very consistent thing, which is why people think that it is, in fact, Michael Afton, because remember, he is purple. He is a purpley corpse. He's running on solely just Remnant and the Will to Live, I guess. He's just vibing, you know? He's running on spite, really. So, he's just chilling, you know? But yeah, that's the reason why we think that it is Michael Afton, because he smells. He is a stinky boy, literally. The phone guy, which happens to be the same one from the previous location, gets killed by the animatronics, and his murder ends up getting the place shut down. And then around this time, Henry is freed from prison, and he starts plotting to end everything. Alright, y'all with me? Because we're getting to a lot of people's least favorite Five Nights at Freddy's game. At least before Security Breach. Because not a lot of people like Security Breach. But before Security Breach, this one was unanimously everyone's least favorite, pretty much. And I'm not gonna lie, this also is kind of my least favorite. It's pretty boring once you know how to. Many years go by, and Fazbear Entertainment goes under and becomes a local legend. The horror stories go on to become the ultimate creepypastas that kids, teens, and young adults love. You know, it's basically on par with Slender Man and Jeff the Killer, you know, Bend Round, Candle Cove. I'm just using this to flex my creepypasta knowledge. A horror attraction, Fazbear's Frights. Not to be confused with the book series Fazbear Frights. This one is a horror attraction in the games. It came out before the books. It's put on by some just college students. The attraction uses real items from locations to add to the realism of the, the attraction. Of course, because he does, Michael gets the job of being a night guard for the attraction, once again, to maybe find his father. But this time it actually pays off, but we'll get to that in 1 second. The people in charge of collecting artifacts find an old spring-locked animatronic and move him to the location. The animatronic turns out to be William Afton, who is still alive from the power of Remnant. Remnant is literally everything. Remnant is the plot device. It is. No, I'm not gonna make Amori references. I'm not. This is FNAFuary. We're not talking about Amori. But Remnant is the plot device. Literally nothing could exist without Remnant. None of this would happen without Remnant. Remnant is the thing that is keeping all the animatronics alive. It's keeping William alive. It's keeping Michael alive. Like, just, if anything, just remember that Remnant is the possession thing. Either way, William is back. No one is ever truly dead in this world, I guess. Except for maybe the crying child, because for some reason he is forgotten about. Alright, William, who now goes by Springtrap, because that's the name of the official animatronic, you know, then tries to go after Michael, because remember, William doesn't think he's at fault for anything. Remember that. It is always someone else's fault. So, because he sees Michael here, he's alive, he's purpley, and remember, Michael was monologuing to himself. He wasn't actually talking to his father. You gotta remember that. William doesn't know that he actually successfully put Elizabeth back together. So, think of, you're William. You don't think anything that has happened to you is justified. You don't believe that this is karma. In fact, you're angry that this happened because you believe that you're in the right for everything. You give your loser son, this one simple job to go down to the bunker where all the Fun Time animatronics are, and just meet the child. Just find her. Not even like giving a name. Just find her. A simple task, right? And then you see him working at a college student run horror attraction off of his failed company. Obviously you're gonna be mad, right? I'm trying to justify his actions is really hard, y'all. Whoa, I said guys and y'all at the same time. Whoa, that was the word. That's his mindset. That is William Afton's mindset when he sees Michael here. Michael obviously must have failed at the one simple job that he gave him, and he's really mad, and he wants to give Michael his, his dues. However, Michael decides to end his father's life by setting the place on fire at the end of the week. Who knows if they actually, like, talked or anything. I don't know. I would talk. They could bond over being undead corpses. They're literally zombies at this point. Like, father-son bonding, going on fishing trips, smelling up the place. I don't know. It's a very large jump from, like, just to set the place on fire. But who knows? Who knows? The fire ends up burning everything to the ground, including the remaining parts of the animatronics that were haunted by the child's souls. However, as is seen in the sister location cutscene at the end, William does not burn down with the fire. He is still alive and can freely roam around. His face also appears to be seen when you brighten the image of the newspaper. This one isn't the brightened face of the newspaper, but if you look at this picture here, if you are to brighten this image behind this cute little Freddy bobblehead, I'm going to assume it's a bobblehead, you will see the face of Springtrap. So he is still alive. He's still running around. He did not burn in the fire like everything else, but parts of the child's souls, they're free. They're free to go. Like, they go whoosh. They go ba 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 ba. But but a part of their souls do still exist in the Funtime animatronics, which is what we're going to talk about now. Where is Ennard in all of this? After Michael threw up Ennard, they began just roaming around the sewers. They can't exist in the human world because they're not human. Like, if anyone sees them, they're going to be, like, confused or horrified, right? So they have to live in the sewers. They gotta stay down there. The leader, who is Circus Baby, says that they should try again, but with someone new. But the other fun times say that they don't want to. In fact, they don't even really like Circus Baby and never really did. Because she's bossy, right? She's a little bossy child. Remember, she was the golden child of William Afton. She's entitled. She believes that she deserves everything. And also, she has probably picked up a lot of, like, really bad habits from her father. Bossing around all the children. That's the only way she knows how to lead. Her mother is... Her mother, she's not even... We don't know anything about Mrs. Afton. So we don't know what she was like. But we know who William is. And William's not the nicest man. And obviously, growing up being the favorite of William Afton, she's gonna pick up, the mannerisms of William Afton, So she's gonna not be the nicest person to be around. And they begin to argue with each other until the Fun Times, except for Circus Baby, decide that they should just kick her out of Ennard. And they do, and Circus Baby decides to try and continue her dad's work. Like I said, she's the golden child. She wants to please her father. That is, a golden child often feels like they need to people please in order to keep being relevant to their parents, right? To their narcissistic parents. So she thinks that the best way to do that is just to, continue what he wants to do, She saw him, in the bunkers experimenting on everyone, experimenting on her, experimenting on all her Funtime friends, She knows what happened, so she wants to continue it to please her father. And she reveals herself using whatever was left over in the bunker and probably the burnt remains of Fazbear's Fright. And then Funtime Freddy ends up taking control of Ennard and becomes Walter Freddy because, oh crap, what's his name? Kevin Goff voices Funtime Freddy. So naturally, because Kellen Goff is amazing, oh my gosh, my model glitched. I just want to adjust myself. Jeez, calm down. Calm down, YouTube Studio. But, yeah, we stand Kellen Goff in this house. And if you can see, like on this slide right here, there's a lot of text. So let me explain to you how we even got this information in the first place. So Scott, when he was running the Five Nights at Freddy's series, he had two websites. Scott Games and FNAFworld.com. Hidden in the source code, and you can see the corresponding dates too, you can see that they were talking to each other. And when you pieced, you know, the lines together, they make a story. And the story ends up becoming this right here, what we just discussed. So, March 31st, ScottGames.com and FNAFworld.com said, well, Scott Games said, you are crowding us. And FNAF World says, be quiet. So, Scott Games is all of Ennard except for Baby, and FNAF World is Baby. That's who's talking. Scott Games is Ennard, Baby's FNAF World. So then you can't tell us what to do anymore. On April 1st on ScottGames.com, April 19th from FNAF World, yes, I can. You will do everything that I tell you to do. Then April 19th, same day, ScottGames.com says, we outnumber you. And then April 30th, FNAFworld.com, that doesn't matter, dummy. Which again, even more proof that, you know, FNAF World is in fact Circus Baby, because Circus Baby calls people dummy. Because she is Elizabeth, and Elizabeth is a child. Miss Natsutori, I need to go pee. You need to go to the bathroom? Okay. Alright, here's what I can do. Take the sticker. I appreciate you using your words and telling me that you need to go to the bathroom. So you get a sticker. You will use this as a bathroom pass. Bring it back when you come back. Wow, sticker. Well, yeah, obviously. And if you come back within a reasonable time, you can keep the sticker. Sorry, I wasn't actually expecting people to ask for a bathroom pass. So I didn't have a bathroom pass prepared. So, yeah, take the sticker. If you're back within if you're back before the lecture's over, you get to keep the sticker. Be a good noodle now, okay? Oh my god. Where did I leave off at? Oh yeah, okay, yes. Yeah, that's even more proof that FNAF World is in fact meant to be Baby. It's because in sister location, can I trade 5 stickers for a large one? Unfortunately, I don't have a larger one, but I can do this. Here you go. Oh, it's heavy. It's really heavy. It's really heavy. It's really heavy, Ox. Here you go. Holy chickens. I just realized I don't have chat on screen. I didn't even add a chat box. Uh-oh. Wait. Someone's stomping around. I think it might be happening outside my room. Hopefully. Ugh. Let's just shrink this back down to size. Wait, nope. Nope, it's upstairs. It's upstairs. Someone above me is stomping around outside. Perfect. Just what I need during my lecture. There we go. Alright. Sit right there for future use. Alright, and then May 14th. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think this is the long. No, it's not the longest stretch. April 1st to April 19th is the largest stretch. But on May 14th, the final line, I believe this is the final line. The final line, said by Ennard, aka ScottGames.com, it says, we found a way to eject you. So, yeah, Circus Baby is ejected, you know, she does her thing, you know, whatever she does. For some reason, she really likes roller skates, you know. We love to see it. And we're slowly catching up. Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Simulator. I've said Sister Location was the most lore-heavy out of all the FNAF games. That was actually a lie. Pizzeria Simulator is a wolf in sheep's clothing, really. It starts out looking like a regular pizzeria sim, you know, like one of those spin-off games, but it turns into the most important game in the entire franchise. Henry creates a mock franchise opportunity for someone to open a Freddy Fazbear's Pizza of their own, with the intention of luring William inside as the main proprietor. You know, trying to lure him out, you know, because he knows that because Henry knows William is the one that's been doing all this stuff, right? Was the one that caused the missing children's incident. He's the one that killed his daughter, you know. So he doesn't know at this point that William is gone, you know. So he's trying to intentionally lure William to this pizza parlor with the intention of being the main owner as a way to, you know, well, we'll get to it. We'll get to what his actual thing is. However, Michael ends up receiving the invitation instead and becomes the, oh wait, I don't have, there's a lot of stuff I don't have. Hang on, I don't have sound alerts. Hang on. I will, how did I get sound alerts here? I think a browser source. Hang on. Yeah, I don't have sound alerts activated. Hang on. I'll play it real quick. No, I'll replay it. Hang on. I'll replay it. I have infinite amount of chick points because I'm the one that does it. There you go. There you go. But now they're here, so they'll work now. I was falling way behind for this stream, unfortunately. Yay! Applaud! Applause! Oh my gosh, more applause. No! I'm so embarrassed. I'm literally just shouting FNAF stuff. Like, I don't deserve this. Actually, I'm gonna get a drink though. Yeah, but the audience went wild. Oh, thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, so Michael is the one that receives the invitation, and you know, he becomes the head of it because honestly, I don't know why. Maybe he thinks that it's like a way to atone for his past actions or something. Or maybe he just honestly just wanted to open up his own franchise. Who knows? He asked for exotic butter, so he could just be a very interesting man, you know? And for some reason, Henry just rolls with it, you know? And he continues with the operations as normal. Henry asks Michael to salvage whatever animatronics he finds in the back alley outside of his place. And the animatronics include Molten Freddy, who, remember, has the remaining parts of all the missing children incidences victims, like souls still in there. They still have a part of their souls left inside Molten Freddy. Because Molten Freddy was entered, and entered was the Funtime animatronics, and the Funtime animatronics have pieces of the original missing children incidents animatronics in them. And then of course we have William, who goes by Scrap Chap, which is everyone's least favorite animatronic because he looks like Jimmy Neutron. Circus Baby, who now goes by Scrap Baby, which I already explained. You know, she got kicked out and wants to continue her father's murderous intentions, whatever. And then we have Lefty, who is an animatronic that was created by Henry to lure and capture the puppet, who, if you remember, the puppet is his daughter. His daughter possessed the puppet. And, you know, the puppet just, and I just actually, like, I was thinking about this too when I was making this timeline PowerPoint. We hype up the puppet to be like one of the most important characters in this entire franchise. But in all actuality, the puppet doesn't even really do much. Like, it's implied that they gave life to the animatronics. But the way, or at least the way I understand Remnant, like I said, I could be completely wrong on this because Remnant is just one of those things where, like, I feel like hardly anyone really understands all that well. Oh, hi, Katara, hi. Look, I'll properly say hi to you. Let me just word vomit this out before I completely forget what it is. But if, at least the way the Remnant I know, Remnant is just a natural, just a thing that happens. If you have a strong enough emotional energy, you will channel Remnant and just become life anyway. So the puppet, her role is basically just non-existent with the implied Remnant theory. That Remnant is the thing that gives people life. I forgot my homework. Is that okay? Wait. This is our first class. We don't have homework. This is our first lesson. Did I accidentally give you summer assignments? That doesn't sound like me. What homework did you actually do? Oh, thank goodness. You might want to check with another teacher though. It could be it's another popular game. If you're looking for the Garden of Band teacher, they're on the third door from the left. But as far as I know, that's a kindergarten. That's a kindergarten class. So I don't think kindergartners even get homework. So that's, I don't know. I don't know how to help you. You know what? I'll give you extra credit. Here, have a gold star. Have a gold star. There you go. Oh. Woo! Alright. Put that back down for future use. But yeah, the puppet's built up to be like this really huge character, but in actuality, the idea of Remnant makes her role completely obsolete. Oh, I just realized. Not only do I not have chat, which I'd have to like customize chat to make it fit properly on the screen, which I can't do right now. But I also don't have alerts on here. Let me just test the widgets real quick. You know what? Let's do the bit one because I love Mori. Damn, we had homework? No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You only have homework if I forgot. It's out of its system now. No, you only have homework if you attended the Garden of Bam Bam kindergarten orientation, which. No, it's fine. Don't worry, Katara. I promise we didn't have homework. I promise. This is our first class. This is your first class. You're good. No homework. I hope I can copy mine from Katara's notebook. Man, if you guys are actually taking notes on this, I'm so sorry. Man. Do I have to separate you two? I really hope not. This is the first day. I don't want any like problematic stuff happening on the first day. Actually, no. Oh my gosh, am I a bad teacher for like giving this entire lecture and asking people to take notes on the first day? Not even my college professors do that. Am I a really bad teacher? Don't shush at me. Do you know who my dad is? She might remember what she assigned. Oh no. Now, don't fight. Don't fight. Here, as a, wait, how do I, here you go. If I give you both, gold stars, whoa, what happened to my star? What the heck happened to my star? Oh, there it is, okay. If I give you both gold stars, will you behave? Here. I take that as a yes. Alright, Kotaro, here you go. And then Ox, here you go. There you go, there's your stars, because we are perfect students. All teachers just for trying to bribe us. Okay, nope. I'm taking this back. I'm taking this back. I'm not trying to be desperate. I'm trying to keep the first class going. I mean, thank you. Okay, here you go. I'm trying to keep this class as orderly as possible. This is the first day. I'm scared because, like, I heard the dean. He's trying to cut some, like, really, like, core curriculums, you know, to save money. And he said that if I couldn't keep this class under control, if I couldn't keep the furries in check, he's gonna fire me. But Miss Natsutori, I signed up for a chemistry major. This is chemistry. This is chemistry, trust me. It's Remnant might as well be classified as chemistry. Oh, okay, sorry. Actually, what would Remnant even be classified as? Would it be more like alchemy? I honestly don't know. Necromancy? Because it brings people back to life. I don't know. These are not the questions I should be asking in a Five Nights at Freddy's stream. Here. Gold stars. Alright. I believe we only have a couple more slides left. Alright. So this slide is simply titled The End. On the final day of Pizzeria Simulator, if you have salvaged every animatronic, this is considered the true end, by the way. There's multiple endings that you can get, but this one is labeled as the true ending. Oh, I got the hiccups now. It is revealed that Henry created this whole ruse to lure and trap every remaining part of Fazbear Entertainment in one area to end the horrors once and for all. He sets the place on fire, with everyone burning inside, including Michael and himself. When Malta Freddy gets burnt, the remaining parts of the child's souls are able to move on, and then William finally dies in the fire as well. With this, all the players left in the story are dead and gone. The Afton lineage is gone, except for maybe Mrs. Afton, but Mrs. Afton is Mrs. Afton's Mrs. Afton. She doesn't exist. She's not even really a character. And the Emilys are also now gone. Again, there's probably a Mrs. Emily. Again, not even a character. Not even mentioned. After the end, Ultimate Custom Night. Ultimate Custom Night doesn't really have much of a story, but the leading theory is that the game represents William's personal hell, and that we have this really awesome artwork to pretty much just represent what exactly this is. I think this perfectly captures what Ultimate Custom Night, like this theory, is. The hell was created by Cassidy, the one you should not have killed. Remember, we touched on Cassidy a little bit. We didn't get too much in depth because Cassidy is just a whole can of worms that I don't feel really equipped to discuss at this time. But yes, Cassidy is speculated to be the one that created this hell. William is forced to witness the horrors his crimes created over and over as Cassidy makes him sit through 6 hours of animatronics coming after him. So basically his personal hell is 50 plus Five Nights at Freddy's characters spamming from every single game up to that point, and just going through the typical Five Nights at Freddy's gameplay. It's a customizable game, so you can have as many or as little animatronics as you want. You can have 0 animatronics, or you can have all 50. Or if you're very unlucky, you could get the hidden characters added as well. I forget how many hidden characters there are. I think there's 6. There's maybe 6 or 8. So around 60 characters, really. Some believe that the souls in the animatronics are not really there because they moved on. Some believe only a few are there. The rest believe all of them are there. So you're either really in the camp of, no, Cassidy's the one that's really puppeting these, and, you know, the animatronics are just, like, her puppets, really. And then there's some that, or you believe that there are a few, and chances are, you believe that the puppet is one of them. You believe that, there was one other one, I don't remember. But yeah, if you believe in this theory, you definitely believe that the puppet is one of them. Sorry, I don't make the rules. And then, or you believe that all of these spirits just kind of collectively gather in and say, no, we want to punish this. We want to punish this. And pardon my French. We want to punish this piece of shit. He murdered us. Let's just go down there and destroy the place. And I'm split. I don't really. I think I'm in the camp that pretty much everyone just kind of like went down there and decided that they want to collectively torment him because he's an awful human being, you know. But yeah, you're one of these three, really, if you believe in this theory. And basically, as long as Cassidy or whoever is running this hell space won't move on, William will be trapped there, and he will be trapped there for all of eternity because Cassidy, or the Vengeful Spirit, that's the name of the child in the source code, I believe. The Vengeful Spirit will keep William Afton trapped there for all eternity to punish him for everything that he has done. And with that, you have completed FNAF 101, the timeline as we know it. Yay! Woo! Congratulations, you did it. You did it. You got through. You got through our first seminar. Yay! Oh, you get a star. And then you get a star. You get a star. You all were so good. Yeah! But, I guess, you know, like I said, no one really knows what the timeline is. This is just my interpretation. Is it applause time? When do I graduate? You get to graduate at the end of February. So you got 3 more classes after this. And yes, you can applause if you want. If you really want to. If you're ever so inclined, you can applause. Or you can use any of the other sound effects too. But, yes. But yeah, like I said it before, actually, I can put up these things again. No one really knows what the timeline is. This is what I believe the timeline is. And can I add you as a reference? Sure, why not? I'll gladly sign your papers. But yes, you have your own interpretation. This is mine. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to ask them. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that's it. That's all I have. If you need me to explain everything, I guess I can go over it again. But man, whoa, 2 hours. I normally go on for 3. So wow, I did pretty good. I did pretty good. I'm proud of myself. Let me go back to the screen. Man, I need another drink. Wow. Woo! Man, that was a lot. I need a breather for 1 second. Hang on. But what'd you guys think? Did you like it? I worked on this up to like the half an hour. You know, up until like I started streaming a half, like, but a lot of love went into this. A lot of in-depth analyses went into this. I got this template off of, crap, where did I get this template from? I remember, I don't... Oh no, I remember. Where did I get it from? I learned FNAF lore is complicated. Indeed it is. It is very complicated. Yeah. No one actually knows what's going on in FNAF timeline. But, let's move this PowerPoint, shall we? Brush, 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 brush. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, blah, 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 blah. There we go. That's as far as it's gonna go. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I have absolutely no idea what else to talk about. I feel like I tackled everything that I really needed to. Like, I honestly could give my opinions on every other game, but I don't really feel like it. I kind of already touched on why I don't want to talk about them, really, in the beginning. But, yeah. Woo! Now we're just a just chatting, stream, I guess, since we're not talking, since we're not going over the timeline. I don't know, I'm not a just chatting streamer. What do you talk about for a just chatting stream? Actually, I should probably change the title to say that we're not really going over the, Actually, no, it's fine the way it is, I think. It's fine the way it is, it's fine. But, FNAF is a series that I have a lot of fun with, even though it's absolutely bonkers. So what FNAF games are you gonna play this month? Basically, FNAFuary is just every Friday in February. So, I would love to just have it also just be a random, like, teaching thing. So I think I do, at the very end, I do want to play one of my favorite FNAF games. It's a fan game. You might have heard of it. It's called Day Shift at Freddy's. It's by the same person that made the phone dating sim game. It's one of my absolute favorites. It's not family friendly, but I would absolutely love to play it. The question is, which one do I play? Because I love all three for just, like, different reasons. I mean, all of them, they can be very long, though. That's the problem with doing all of them. I could probably maybe, close out the entirety of FNAFuary with all three, like, do one each day. That could be a thing I could do, but then that kind of breaks the whole FNAFuary thing of doing them every day, every Friday in February. But that could be a thing that we could do. Okay, I kind of just want to play Day Shift at Freddy's 3, just because of that stupid red bear. I can't. What's God Red? That's his name. I love God Red. He's so stupid looking, and it's so funny. Hang on. I need to look him up. Hang on. God Red, Day Shift at Freddy's. Yeah. Okay, no, I gotta save this image. Oh, I don't think that worked the way it was supposed to. That's okay. Tell me you're God Red. Okay, doop. Did it work? Okay, no, it didn't work. Okay. It was a GIF. It was a web GIF file. I didn't think that was going to work. But this is such a tiny image. Oh wait, here we go. Boop. God Red the bear. Here we go. This is God Red. It's Rockstar Freddy from Pizzeria Simulator. But his face is blurred out and he's just got this face. But he's a demon. He's an eldritch horror. And you could get an ending with him just destroying everything if you just make your entire pizzeria just dedicated to him. Scariest one yet. Oh, but it's so stupid. It's so stupid and it's amazing. It's amazing because like you get the you get like a phone guy, right, as like an assistant, and every time you like make changes that are like, you know, in favor of Godred, they just get more and more concerned for your health, like mental health wise. They're just like, sir, no, maybe you probably shouldn't do that. And then you could just sass them, being like, we're putting up the Godred statue. We're putting up the sign of Godred. This shrine is exactly what this pizzeria needs. And then if you get the health inspector to come and you have like a Godred shrine, they just can't, the guy who's, for some reason, he's French. He has a French text-to-speech voice. He's just like, I do not know what this is. I do, but the energy we created in the studio is unwell, or something like that. I don't know. But man, look at the face. I love him. He's amazing. And his face changes too based off his feelings, just like every other character in the game. Like he has his own custom sprites, which is why I'm so sad that GIF didn't work. Because he just has like, oh, I can't make it because I'm a VTuber. Wait, maybe I can find it. Maybe I can find his disappointed face. Okay, no, that's a TikTok. I can't save a TikTok. Oh, this is so tiny though, but and they're all web files. Why are they all web files? Oh, I didn't save it properly. Whoops. I think I added something. Yeah, I accidentally added a thing. Godred 2. Where to go? Where to go? It's tiny. It's gonna. There. That's his face. That's a disappointed face. He looks so upset at you, and it's amazing. But yeah. The problem is though, Day Shift to Freddy's 3 is it's one of the longest ones. And I would like to keep it like a relatively short stream, really. So I might just go with the classic one, which is the first one. The second one's also pretty good too. But I'll have to see. It's so long. It's just long ways. It's long ways away. So like I can figure it out by then. I might not even do that. I might just do a classic, just like an actual Five Nights at Freddy's game. But let's get rid of Godred. Very handsome. Don't worry, he's going. He's getting banished. He's getting banished into the Shadow Realm. He's gone. There you go. You can breathe now. You can breathe. Godred is gone now. But I do have plans to I think maybe next week we'll look at some old game theory videos and analyze them based off of what we know now. I feel like that would be really fun. Yeah, because there's some classic game theory videos that, you know, nowadays don't hold up because we know a lot more about the franchise now. I feel like that would be really fun. And then I gotta figure out something for the third week. Still, I was low-key kind of considering a Smasher Pass But like, all of them would just be passes, except for maybe Nightmare On. Because Nightmare On is Nightmare On, and if you know Nightmare On, you know why. No one would ever dare turn out Nightmare On. But I think that would be fun. But I feel like I would need to find something else to do, because I don't think a Smash or Pass would last like a 3-4 hour stream. What else could I do? If anyone has any ideas, let me know, because I'm kind of stumped. I could honestly, we could probably do like a drawing FNAF characters from memory. That could also be really fun. And that probably wouldn't take very long, so we could do a Smash or Pass and that at the same time. That would be a lot of setup though, that's the thing. Actually, it might not be that much of setup. Yeah, it actually might not be. Tier list FNAF videos. Oh my, okay, so what would be the ultimate FNAF video to me? Actually, yeah, what would it be? Oh yeah, I got nothing. I'm drawing a blank. I feel like I could answer this, but like, not on the spot. I do, like, I unironically like the Five Nights at Freddy's song from Living Tombstone. So that probably would be like one of my favorites, just because it's a catchy song. Oh no, I know what my favorite one is. Wait, I'm gonna pull it up actually, because it's great. It's great. Everyone has seen this. Is this it? Yeah, everyone knows this. Everyone loves this clip. I'm gonna capture YouTube. Actually, no, YouTube cap. No, let's YouTube capture. I don't have it pulled up. Okay, maybe this will work now. Maybe this will work now. Okay, no, apparently not. What the heck? What did I do to Streamlabs to hate me today? Streamlabs just doesn't wanna work with me. There we go. There we go. You can see my my lovely information, but there's nothing to there's nothing bad here, I don't think, because I only use my my thing to stream, so I'll be good. It's fine. All right, let's wait. Let's turn on desktop audio. And we're gonna mute the spooky music, and we're gonna watch one of the greatest videos in Five Nights at Freddy's history. Let me just delete that. Actually, no, let me make this bigger. There we go. Y'all ready? perfect. I love it. Oh, it's great. I hear it in my brain. It just plays in my brain all the time. Obviously, I'm not a cursor, so I don't like actually say it out loud. But like, have you played Security Breach? No, I will not play Security Breach. I saw it. Okay, wait. Let me explain to you my own personal timeline, but not for like the FNAF timeline. The timeline from when Security Breach first, you know, had its grand, lovely debut on Steam.com. It was $20. Actually, I think it might have been more than that. I think they lowered the price because of how god-awful it was. But it was expensive. You know, a lot more expensive than like every other FNAF game. So it was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna wait and see what people think of it first. The first person I watched was FizzNom's streams of Security Breach. And it was really, really bad. Like, glitches everywhere, nothing seemed to be functioning properly. I think his stream glitched out too at one point because of how hefty the actual like game was. Because the game's a lot less bulky now, but like, it was a lot. It was a lot of gigabytes. I forget exactly how much, but it was way too much for a game of its size. And I was like, oh, this game's actually not that good. And then I watched Dako's Let's Play of it, and he got out with like barely any glitches, and I'm like, what is happening? What's going on? And then I sat down, and you know, I finished watching Dako's Let's Play because it was the only one that wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't the only one that it was the only one that functioned properly most of the time. But he had a lot of glitches too. But he had, but compared to like everyone else, his was like the purest playthrough. And you know, I get to the ending, and I'm just like, what? Like, every ending has just left me feeling very hollow inside. Like, it was very rushed. The story was just bad in general. Like, there's a lot of problems with the story. And, I mean, I put on like a 40 slide PowerPoint. I think you guys know how important story is to me. Like, I'm literally going to be an English teacher. Like, I have to like stories. And just seeing how bad Security Breach is, like, from a gameplay point and also a story point, like, it just made me like, I don't want to play this. This game just doesn't look good. And I don't know. Like, I feel like I warmed up to it a little bit as it kind of went on. But I personally, I don't know. I don't like the direction FNAF's going, just in general. I touched on this at the beginning. I don't like the way the story's going. I don't like that they're bringing back like William and stuff, and maybe even Elizabeth, and maybe the Crying Child, and maybe Michael, or whatever. Everyone's a robot now. Apparently all the other games just don't exist, and the only canon games are like Help Wanted Onward. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. More power to everyone that likes Security Breach though, because I have a bunch of friends that absolutely love it. It's not a game for me. I would rather have a game with a good plot. I played it, but it was my introduction to the series and was okay for me. Yeah, I can see it. See, like, I know a lot of people that do like it. It's just not my thing. I appreciate people who do find the joys in it. It is a really pretty game to look at, though. It's very aesthetically pleasing, and I do like the designs for the characters. So there is good things about it. I just personally just don't like the story all that much. It just seems really boring. And now that a lot of the more like fun bugs have been kind of patched out, it's just, I don't know. I liked liked watching people speedrun the game and absolutely break it and play it in less than 5 minutes. That was fun. I enjoyed that. And now you can't really do that, and it's kind of like, okay. But you know what? Ruined looks like it has potential to go back to the creepy FNAF roots. So, I wait with cautious optimism. Because, I mean, if... I'm sorry for bringing up Amori. It's just always on my brain now. But, like, if you've seen my playthrough of Amori and have, like, seen me, like, gush over, like, a lot of the jump scares, you know that I really like horror. If it's done well, and obviously, because the game Security Breach was dumbed down. Not dumbed down. I guess a little bit. It was shrunken down or kiddified to be more family friendly. And one of the fun parts about Five Nights at Freddy's was just how dark it could get. And I felt like it was kind of taken away a little bit by making it family friendly. Because Vanny was initially supposed to have a knife, and she was also supposedly supposed to have a bigger role. But they took out the knife because it wasn't family friendly. They didn't want kids to see rabbit girls with knives, apparently. Even though I don't think adding a knife would really change anything, because like it's still implied that she's capturing kids, you know, so I don't know. Well, I don't know. And they also took out a line where Freddy mentions that Gregory was bleeding, which, I mean, blood's family friendly. Like, kids fall and scrape their knees all the time, so like I don't know why you would need to take that out unless it was implying something. But like, what would it be implying? That Gregory like hurt himself on a ball pit? Like, I don't know. Hopefully Ruined can be like, you know, like a thing for the fans that really wanted horror, because it looks really good. It looks very scary. Well, I can't really say it looks very scary because it's just a poster, but it looks like it has the potential to be really scary. And also, I like the aesthetics that it has going for it right now. Actually, let me look at that poster real quick. Let me look at the Ruined poster. Security Breach. DLC. Free DLC in 2023, so it is coming up really soon. I thought it was coming out. I saved it as a web file. That worked? I think it worked. Let me, it's so large. It's so large. Shrink. Shrink. Shrink, you poster. I like this. I literally just pulled this poster out to say I like this. I don't have much to complain about. I think this is really cool. And I could see that it looks a lot more horror-esque inspired. It's a lot more run down. The fun, vibrant, like, exteriors and interiors and stuff, it's been taken away. Chica looks horrific. And I like that. Cause like, I mean, they're, I believe they're called Shattered animatronics. Like, not that they weren't creepy, but this is just taking it to a whole different level. And if they actually look like this in the game, I would be so happy. And also, the fact that it's implying that, this is at some point maybe in the future, and the fact that Gregory is still, like, being recorded is kind of interesting, don't you think? I'm not saying he could be a robot. I don't like the idea that Gregory's a robot. I don't think anyone likes the fact that Gregory's a robot. Matt Pat, who even coined the theory, says he doesn't like the fact that Gregory may be a robot. But it's interesting. I think the DLC will be more true to the base FNAF. I hope so too. Yeah. It looks like it would be. It does look like it. You know what would be cool? Okay. So in Danganronpa 3, always a great way to open up a talking piece. So Danganronpa, but no, in Danganronpa 3, I guess spoilers or something, I don't know. The game, well, it's not a game, it's an anime. The anime's been out for a long time. But, Chiaki is trapped in, like, this, like, maze type thing where she's just, like, being tortured by Junko and Osima. And all of her classmates are forced to watch it to, like, brainwash them into, like, despair or something like that. It would be interesting if this is something, well, not something to, like, that degree. Because obviously, despite what people want, Five Nights at Freddy's is now more of a children's game. So and Danganronpa is a rated M, rated R, rated TVMA, you know, all that stuff. So they're not gonna even go all that out. But I like the concept that maybe Gregory is like trapped somewhere, and you know, this girl's like watching him on the monitors of something like that, and they have to like try to get him out of there. That would be really interesting. Like maybe she's like related to him or some way. I mean, it'd be weird because it's implied that Gregory's homeless, but it would be pretty interesting. I think that would be cool. And then they can like, you know, maybe collaborate of some sort, kind of like what Freddy did with the and one of the mini games where he needs to reach Gregory through like the doors or something. That could be fun. That would be really interesting. Count how many times I said that. Like, I don't know. I can't really phrase my words, I guess. But I honestly think that would be a pretty neat idea. Where like you're watching Gregory on the monitors and you guys somehow like collab to like take down whatever's you know, whatever's going on in the pizzeria. And maybe even Glamrock Freddy could be in there too. I would like it if he was more of an antagonist though. That would be cool. You know, just like, cause everyone's grown attached to him. He's a dad. He is our father figure. He calls us superstar, right? But then like, he's now a monster. Mr. William Afton caught up to him. You know, and now he is our enemy. Imagine the angst. Unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna happen, which makes me really sad. But, it would be, I don't know. If I was in charge of the DLC, that's what I would take it as. But also, like, I'm confused, like, at the same time, because it looks like a lot of time has passed, you know? But, like, how much? Like, it has to be enough time where Gregory, if he isn't a robot child, which I hope he's not a robot child, but, you know, it has to be enough time for the entire building to fall apart, but not enough time for Gregory to be not a child anymore. Like, he still looks pretty young in these photos on the screens, unless these were taken from the past, which that would be an interesting twist where Gregory is actually not there at all. Interesting, wait. I think I'm having a brain blast. I'm having a brain blast. I guarantee that's the twist. I guarantee that's the twist. Like, okay. What if... how do I word this? Okay. We're gonna take the idea that that Gregory and this unnamed girl are gonna collab through the monitors in some way. Some way. Like, maybe Gregory's, like, made, like, tapes or something, like the tape girl in VR. You know? But, just like the tape girl, they're all out of order. And in actuality, instead of helping stop what's happening in the Pizzaplex, we were actually helping Vanny and Burntrap and the Blob or whatever. And Gregory is just not there anymore. Like maybe he got like absorbed or something, or maybe he actually did escape the Pizzaplex. And these were all just like, I don't know, just things, you know, left over. Who knows? That could be interesting. He's not actually there. If I'm right, I want to be called the Queen of Five Nights at Freddy's, okay? Like, I'm sorry. That was bad of me. Don't call me the queen. Don't call me the Queen of Five Nights at Freddy's. But I do want the recognition that I was the first one that predicted this. I was the first. I have known everything. Let it be known that if I am correct, I, Hinata, on February 3rd, 2023, predicted the plot twist of Security Breach DLC Ruin. But that'd be too smart of them, though. Like, they weren't even smart enough to make Vanessa and Vanny two different people. Like, I'm so sorry. But that was so stupid. It was such an obvious twist, and they just went with it. Like, when Freddy was like, oh, Vanny, cross between Vanessa and Bundy. That cannot be a coincidence. I was like, no. No, they're not gonna point out the twist. Like, it has to be a red herring. Like, that would be the smart thing to do. And then it was the twist. And it was just... And the worst part about it is that I can't even theorize, because I liked the twin theory. But because of that stupid, character logbook thing that got leaked, it was proof that Vanny and Vanessa were the same thing, and I was like, it's such a twist that, I mean, I guess the twin theory also would have been, the twin theory is also a very, you know, generic twist too. Someone is yelling in the room above me. Oh my god. Oh, they're gonna have another party. But the twin theory, that's another obvious twist. But, oh, Alan Kaida, hi! Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great day. But, yeah, the twin theory, it's a very obvious twist too. But, if you're going to, like, point out that they're the same people, like that, like, and make that obvious, it makes all the other, like, possible twists be a lot less obvious in some way. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly. Like, they're called red herrings for a reason. You know, they're meant to distract the reader, the watcher, the player, you know, to going down a different line of thinking. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kitaro. I know you like Security Breach. I hate to just... I hate to rag on it. I know because you liked it. I'm sorry. There's just a lot of stuff about it that I can't. It is pretty though. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I have one friend who's really obsessed with the daycare attendant. They have a whole bunch of pins and stuff on them. Well, I'm not taking it as a personal attack. Oh, I'm so glad. I don't know. I just feel bad. I feel bad bragging on people's interests. Because if it was like my thing, I probably wouldn't like it. But I don't know. I mean, I ragged on about Steven Universe a lot to my one friend who really likes it, so I guess it doesn't even really matter. actually, this is actually a pretty funny story. So I have a bunch of I don't know if I'd really call them friends just yet. I mean, I liked it, but never played it twice or anything. Ah, I see. Okay. Wait, let me get a drink before I tell the story. Oh, that was an attractive face. But I don't know if I would call them friends quite just yet, because it takes a lot for me to like build up friendships with people due to like stuff from the past and all that stuff. Stuff that we don't need to go on in a Five Nights at Freddy's lore analysis stream. But they were they're like acquaintances. They're like close acquaintances. Let's call them that, close acquaintances. We were talking about like, you know, fandoms that we were in like in the past, right? Like Tumblr-esque stuff, right? And she was really big into Super Hulock, you know, Supernatural, Doctor Who, Sherlock, you know, that stuff, you know, the Super Hulock thing, you know, like Rise of the Brave Tangle Dragons. They combined Tumblr era combined everything together and make like your own little like universe where they all are together or whatnot. And she was bonding with another person at the table. And, you know, I wanted to be included too a little bit, even though, like, I've never watched any of those shows. So I was like, I was never into that stuff. I was mostly into, like, cartoons and anime and stuff. And she was like, oh, like what? And me thinking that, you know, she watched, like, you know, the live action stuff. She probably wouldn't know about, like, you know, some of the stuff I was into. So maybe she'd be like, oh, okay, tell me about this, and then, like, you know, like a normal conversation, you know, asking about interests and all that stuff. And I was like, I was really big into Voltron and, like, my high school years, like Voltron Legendary Defender. And she looks at me, like, dead in the eyes, with so much concern. It's really hard to hear your voice. Oh, hang on. Let me crank myself a little bit. Oh, now I can hear myself in my ears. Oh my gosh, am I this annoying? But yeah, so she looks me dead in the eyes, and wait, I can actually like move forward, so I can like actually like properly replicate what she does. But let me push my microphone so I'm not like blaring into it when I lean close. She goes like this. Wait, I got it. And she widens her eyes. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I told her, I watched Voltron Legendary Defender in high school. What do you think? I was like not expecting her to actually know what that show was. But I was like, oh, wait. Venti, what you doing? You wandering around? That's good. It's good to exercise. I don't know. It was just really funny. I was like, I told her that, like, I legit think I might have, like, some form of, like, PTSD from my time in the Voltron fandom. Because anytime I hear anything about Voltron, like, it doesn't even have to be related to, like, the Voltron, that Voltron, generation, you know. Is it Generation 4? I think it's Generation 4. Like, it can be related to anything Voltron related, and I will, like, literally start shaking and, like, get chills. And I'll, like, literally go into, like, you know, there's fight, flight, freeze, and there's another F1 where it's, like, appease or something, where it's kind of, like, appeasing, but, I go into, like, dead-on freeze mode. Like, what was it? The other day, and by the other day, I mean, like, a couple years ago, it was, like, right when Voltron ended, there was a rumor going around where they were making, like, a season 9 for Legendary Defender. And I saw it, like, in my Google feed. Like, you know how when you're on your phone and, like, Google will give you proper, you know, like, articles that appeal to your interests? Well, it just, the first one that popped up was like, Voltron Legendary Defender is getting a season 9. And I literally just, I read the title of it and I just stopped what I was doing. I text my friend, she's not here. She's Star, one of the mods. You know, I text her and I'm like word vomiting. And I'm just like, oh God, please no. Oh God, please no, please. I don't want, no. We don't need this. We do not need a season 9. Please, we don't need us. And it was just like incoherent ramblings from a madman that is like absolutely terrified. And I've talked to other fans of the show too. And like, apparently they all do like the exact same thing. Where like, anytime they hear anything about Voltron, they get absolutely scared. And I'm just like, what happened? Like what happened to like everyone in that fandom that just collectively just gets scared at every single mention of the show? Like, I don't know. Like, it's an honest to God actual thing. That being said, there is an official Voltron convention that happens in like, I think it happens in Indiana. And I low-key really want to go. They say the best way to cure your fears is exposure therapy. So, why not? I gotta convince one of my friends to go with me though. And I don't think anyone is as insane as I am to travel across a bunch of different states to go to VoltCon. But it's a very interesting, and honestly, low-key, if I was a psych major, I would honestly probably like look into this phenomenon, because like I'm sure because like if we think about fandom culture, which I realize is a very weird thing to talk about in a Five Nights at Freddy's stream, but fandom culture, right? Like the Voltron fandom, we can't be the only ones that have like actual genuine fear of the show that we liked. Like, what is it? It was Supernatural, right? Where people were shipping Destiel, and then like, wasn't it? I think it was like the final episode where the angel dude, is his name Castiel or something? Cass? I don't remember. I never watched Supernatural, but when I talked to my friend about it, she kind of had like a very similar reaction to when like when my show ended, when Voltron ended. And I don't think it's as bad as like me, but it's very interesting. And then like when I talk to other people that were into Supernatural, they also seem to react very similarly, you know. So it's really weird. And obviously, it's like a handful of people compared to like millions who have watched, you know, Voltron, Supernatural, like over the course of the years it was running, you know. Like obviously it's just a handful, and it's people that I know. But so we might have just similar reactions because I hang out with, you know, people that are like me. Like that's just like natural human psychology. We gravitate to people that are similar to us. You know, but it's like, it's interesting. It's interesting how fandoms work. It's almost weirdly like a hive mind in a way, where there's people that have like individual interests inside that fandom, but those people in those fandoms create like sub-fandoms. It's really weird. It's really, really weird. Oh. Venti wants to go out. Venti wants to leave my room. No, this would be a good time to breathe. I'm gonna go pet my cat and let him out of my room. This is getting way too deep for me. Whoa, I shrank. Ah. I'm gonna stretch real quick. Hang on. I'm gonna crack my back up. Yeah. On the other side. Alright. We're good. Okay. Aw, thank you for the pats. Thank you, thank you. Whew. That was honestly getting kind of way too deep. Is there any nicer things that we could talk about that isn't like, psychoanalyzing things? Psychoanalyzing fandom culture? Normally, the only time I ever really go deep is when I do drawing streams. And even then, it's like really weird, deep stuff. Like, I'm 14 and this is deep. Actually, no, why don't I use, Supernatural as, like, an example for a hive mind? Minecraft YouTubers are literally right there! Oh, no, I've met some pretty chill people who like Minecraft YouTubers. But man, yeah, that's a whole can of worms. Actually, no, I can keep this up. I can just move the alerts and sound in front of it. There we go. There we go. But yeah, that's definitely a hive mind. Some circles in the Minecraft YouTuber fandom. There is a hive mind in there. I need a drink. Like I said, there is some pretty nice people in there, though. I float around in that scene every once in a while. I used to float around in it a lot more. Like back when COVID was happening, I was getting into VTubers and I was also getting into Minecraft YouTubers. Because, I mean, those didn't go hand in hand. Those were just like the things that like were just showing up in my feed for some reason. There could be some pretty... Have you done a Minecraft stream? That stream was cursed. I did it for Halloween. I was just doing creative, I was doing some creative mode building. And I went to take a screenshot and I had set F2, which was the screenshot button, as an activation button to go to the BRB screen. And that was like before I had like an audience of some sort. So no one was like really in that stream. So no one told me I was on the BRB screen for like the entire time. And there's like no footage of me building anything, just me talking. And then the worst part is that I found out way too late. And like obviously I couldn't rebuild everything because that would just be way too long. And I had taken a whole bunch of pictures and I couldn't find them afterwards. Like I looked in every source directory and I couldn't find them. So all the pictures are just like in the nether, for lack of a better term. They're in the nether region. I don't know where they went. It's archived on my channel, on my YouTube channel, but there's really no point in watching it because it's literally unwatchable unless you really want to hear me make some like weird noises to myself. No worries, one of my first streams I was muted for like an hour. We all had a beginning. Oh yeah, I had like 2 beginnings technically. My first ever live stream, my microphone didn't work. So, and I had given myself like an hour and 30 minutes because I actually had something I had to do after the stream. So the first like not the first few minutes, like literally the first 20 minutes, I was trying to figure out how to get my mic to work. And then of course you had the Minecraft stream, which I just talked about. I like to think I'm somewhat more of a much more of a competent streamer now, hopefully. Hopefully, knock on wood. Knock on wood. Oh my gosh, because I want to do like an official debut stream on my 1 year. What if I just like opened it up with just like silence. That would be amazing. That would be a nice callback to the people that may have been there from the beginning. Imagine it. No, I honestly think I would have a panic attack though. That would be really bad. I wouldn't do that, but that would be really funny. Actually, that would be kind of interesting. But I feel like it wouldn't be as like funny anymore. A year from now, we will look back on ourselves. I was such a noob. I look back on myself all the time and think I'm a noob. It's very... Actually, I haven't watched any of my old streams. Actually, I don't think I've watched any of my old streams. Because I wasn't really, like, watching myself in a way. Because, I mean, I've kind of grown to, like, as I've just continued streaming, I've grown to, like, appreciate myself more in, like, the least cringiest way possible. I say as I cough into the microphone. But like with me, cause like I've had to video edit my own videos and stuff because I don't have an editor. Just like listening to my voice, I've gotten used to it. And just like, I don't know, some of the stuff that I just randomly say, I actually do find kind of funny. So it's like, oh my gosh. Am I actually like entertaining? And then like the self-confidence kind of grew, so. But like, I don't know. I've seen it test cough germs off of keyboard. I do, well, no, I'm not sick. I hope that's just not the start of something though. Cause man, today was like a very up and down. So like I didn't go to sleep until like 2 o'clock, right? Because I ended up streaming for a lot longer than I was initially planning yesterday. And I woke up at 7:30, not even 7:30, I woke up at 6:30, and my poor little baby boy, my poor little kitty cat, was throwing up. And he never throws up. He's one of the, like, there's cats that throw up constantly, and then there's cats that just don't. There's no in between. My cat is not one of those, my cat's one of the cats that just doesn't throw up. He hasn't thrown up in like at least a year, I would say. So I woke up and he just like meowed, very like scared, and I was just like, I like threw off, like I just took off my blankets and I just ran towards wherever that meow was coming from. And I was like panicking. I was like, Venti, are you okay? Like, and my roommate was there. She was just chilling, and she was like, oh yeah, he kind of meowed. I don't know what he was meowing about. And then I didn't have my glasses, so I wasn't entirely sure what it was at first. I got really close, which was really gross. I saw something on the floor, and I got up close, and I was like, oh god, it's vomit. It's vomit. My cat's puking. No, and then at 6:30 in the morning, so I only had like 4 hours of sleep. I can't run on 4 hours of sleep. I go insane. But you know, I cleaned it up. And I'm just like, okay, he very, very rarely pukes. This is probably just gonna be a one-time thing. So I go back into my bed, I curl up in my nice warm blankets, and then I just hear him softly gagging. And I'm like, baby, can you gag a little quieter? No. Hi BD, hello, I'm here for FNAF. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wait, I can go through the slides just real quick though. But I probably will end up posting them, like posting some sort of shareable link or something. Plus the VOD will be up on YouTube and on Twitch for a little bit if you want to just like flip through real quick and not want to hear my rambles. You could just like listen to it quiet. Oh dang, I was too late. We were also just casually talking about FNAF. I was talking about how I didn't really care for Security Breach's story. It was a very interesting time. But yeah, I can actually... I don't mind running through these real quick. My power went out during stream, so now I'm here. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. Wait, hang on. What were you playing? Oh god. I'm so sorry. That's one of my worst fears, just having a power go out during stream. Dream Daddy, ooh, interesting. I haven't heard of Dream Daddy in so long. That was another one of, oh. I think I just ran out of the room. I just realized I didn't shout out Katara when you joined in. Hang on, let me shout out all of you. Shout out. I'll do Katara because you were first. Hollow Knight, nice, 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 and oh, hello, hello. My roommate's back. He is just making sure that I'm typing it correctly so that it works. There we go. Yep, there it is. Alright, there you go, guys. The shoutouts. I'm so sorry. Wait, you were last streaming I Am Fish? It says that you were last streaming Hollow Knight, Katara. I wonder what's going on with that. But, yes, shoutouts are given. You are all, welcomed. But yes, these are the slides. These were the slides. I literally worked on them like a half an hour before I went live. Actually, here we go. Did you put any fast Faz facts? Not really, but I did throw out some, like, popular fan theories. Unfortunately, I don't really know a lot about Faz facts, but, if you could see, this is pretty much what the timeline is. The rest of the PowerPoint is me just going through everything. I can leave this up, but I gotta... sit like this for a little bit until you've read everything. Necky hurts, but it's okay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Venti, my poor little baby boy. I played I Am Fresh at the beginning of the stream, then played Hollow Knight, so Moobot isn't wrong. Ah, okay, I see. Let me get a sip real quick. But yeah, I was just laying in bed, and Venti started he started softly, like, you know, gagging, and then I was just like, okay, poor baby. And I got up, you know, cleaned up the puke, cause fun, you know, and after that, I was just like, okay, no, I'm gonna stay up, I'm gonna monitor him, make sure that everything's okay with him, you know, make sure he's not, like, make sure this is just, like, maybe he ate something and it's not, like, something that, you know, I need to, like, take him to, like, an emergency pet vet for, right? And, again, is your Master Venti better now? Yeah, that's the thing. Once I decided I was gonna stay up, he was just like, oh, I'm fine. In fact, I'm gonna do some zoomies around the house. And I was just like, okay. Alright, he's fine. He's fine. You know, it was just a very strange morning. Like, running on 4 hours of sleep, very confused, you know, waking up to my cat, you know, having the time of his life. Oh, I thought I heard something. But, yeah, no, he's doing a lot better now, which is what I'm really happy about. That's all I want. All I want is for my baby to be better. And actually, today I went to a cat cafe, a local cat cafe. Well, not local, it's about like 20 minutes away from where I'm at. And it was so fun. It was so cute. It was so cute. I got a, oh, peeper zoom? Okay, wait. How can I do this without breaking the immersion? Oh, wait. Hang on. My roommate texted me. Hang on. Oh. Hang on. Sorry, I had to respond to something. Oh wait, actually, I need to get my phone out. I gotta get the timer to set. I think it's 1 minute, right? Pretty sure it's 1 minute. I should know. I honestly should know, because I'm the one that set everything up. Wait. Oh, wait. No, where's my, where's V2 Studio? Let me, model unlock. And 1 minute. Wait, no, not 1 hour. 1 minute. Go. Okay. Hi. Hello. The lore. Guitar learn lore. Look at the child. Look at the small child. There's a lot of lore in Five Nights at Freddy's. It's a lot. By the time I was finished doing it, like discussing the timeline, I was so exhausted. I already attended class and got a gold star. Oh yeah, I have gold. I can still pass out gold stars actually. Here you go, BD. Woo! But you get 3 stars in FNAF. You do get 3 stars, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. Get more. Alright. Time's up. Wait. There we go, time's up. There you go. Zoom. Zoom. Get some good noodle points. Overachiever. Now, come on now. What do we say about fighting on the first day? I'll get in trouble if I have a disorganized class and I'll get fired. What was it? What did I say initially? Perfect student here? That's good. You can get a gold star for that. There you go. Did I say the dean the first time, or did I say the superintendent? I don't remember which one I said. One of the two is going to fire me if I have an unruly class because they want to cut out some core classes to save money or something. I don't know. Definitely not coming from like an actual like personal thing here or something that I definitely did not overhear. They want to get rid of Five Nights at Freddy's classes. Can you believe that? They want to replace them with this weird thing. They're already doing it because they already had their kindergarten orientation. They want to start getting like Garden of band classes in here. Like listen, I'm all about like creativity and like, you know, expressing what you want, but like this is a high school level class. Why are we having a kindergarten class come in? Someone hasn't read the books. Psh, also, power is back on. Yay! Great job. Here, gold star. I also know I have not read the books. You're right. I actually made that very clear in one of these slides. Where's it at? I think it's one of the first slides. I tried to not reference any books in here because I have not read them. I'm not knowledgeable in the book department. but yeah. Ooh. Glad your power is back on. Yay. Yeah, I haven't, wait, knock on wood. I'm gonna knock on wood. Thankfully, I haven't had that yet. Yesterday, I had I do know about MPreg MatPat. I do know about that. Oh, I wish I forgot about that. I wish I didn't have to hear that. No. Now because I read it, I have to explain MPreg MatPat to people that don't know. Oh, no forget. I will no forget. Like, oh, hi boy. A tree behind my house fell over and it's been laying in the street for 2 days now. Whoa. Oh my god. It's Lord. I feel like so. No, we had a whole lot of snow last night in my neck of the woods. And because I have such an addiction to Starbucks, I woke up this morning and I was like, I want to get Starbucks. And like actually, well, it wasn't in the negatives, but it felt like it was in the negatives. Like the negative degrees, my car getting blocked in, and people like blowing snow on me is not gonna stop me from getting Starbucks. So I literally just like marched out in the freezing cold, got in my car that was still covered in snow, and I just drove to my nearest Starbucks. Starbucks closed because they had no, not the Starbucks. No. My profile pic, I asked my good friend to, she does commissions, wink wink, I love to show my friends. Actually, I could pull it up real quick because we're just talking now. I asked her to draw me eating my normal Starbucks order. Hang on, I could pull it up. It's my profile picture. Well, it's big. I forget how big it is. I just shrink. I'm eating a chocolate croissant and I'm holding a pink drink because I honestly don't like coffee. But yeah. It's actually technically the first ever. Whoa, what happened? What'd I do? Okay, no, nothing happened. I just clicked something. It was the first ever official art of that I drew that, well, not that I drew, that someone drew that wasn't me. And I'm really happy with it. But yes, it's my profile picture. If you were ever wondering what I was like eating or holding for any reason, I'm eating a Starbucks chocolate croissant and I'm drinking a Starbucks pink drink. Super cute. I know, her art is so cute. She's not here. So she's not here to get embarrassed. Hang on, let me actually pull it up. No, just take me here. Just take me here. How do I search on the, how do I search on, I don't know. Yeah. I want to pet the chickies. I know, it's so cute. All my friends, or like every art I've seen, like that have people like drawn of me, they make peepers like this ball of fluff, and every time I draw him, he's literally just a rubber ball. How do I spell it? Shill my friends. Shilling my friends. I love shilling friends. Actually gotta go to Twitch for this, hang on. Because I can't post stuff in Streamlabs for some reason. I can't post links in Streamlabs. My friend has a webtoon. You all should read it. You all should read it. It's great. She's going to school for like animation and stuff. This is actually her final semester. She is currently working on her senior project, which is a short film based off of her webtoon. Her dream is to one day make her webtoon comic into an actual cartoon, and I think she would really appreciate it if you guys read it and supported her. She does so much for me, and every time I get a chance to, I would love to shill for her. Okay, sorry for the prolonged AFK. Sis doesn't have power in their place since last night. Fire erupted and was thankfully contained to the building, but it did hit the power. Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa, but I'm glad. Is everything okay though? I don't want to say I'm glad everything's okay if I'm not 100% sure that everything's okay. Is everything okay? Hi, boy. Everything's okay now. Okay, that's good. That's good. Ooh. I think BD said that yeah, their everyone is annoyed though. Yeah, BD said their power was cut out too. I wonder if it's what is happening with this world? Let's get philosophical again. What is happening in this world? Everything is so weird and topsy-turvy. Hi, Bubba's. Isn't that right? Oh, whoa. Just... ah! Actually, I just now realized. I'm gonna...
Oh, what do you want now, Bubba's?
That's so scary. Yeah, that's really scary. Let me go back to, like... Let me go back to this, this timeline. There we go.
Hi, Bubba's. Hi.
Typically, it's March when people are extra vigilant against fire, because historically, it's the driest and hottest month here in the Philippines. Oh. Okay, I actually didn't know that. Wait, what's, I think, the state that I live in, which I'm not gonna disclose, I would say the hottest month would probably be, would it be July? It might be. Hope you're being safe. Yes, I second that. I hope everything stays calm and collected, and that everyone, takes some nice deep breaths. I can lead us in like some sort of like cleansing meditation. I don't know how to do I don't know how to meditate. But I don't know if anyone would need it right now, but one thing that I do when I have like panic attacks and stuff, or I feel like I have one coming on, I sit there and I just relay just like common things that are like in the area around me to distract myself. I'm actually kilometers away from the site, and this is about half a kilometer away from the actual site. Okay, that's good. You guys are far away. That's good. That's really good. But like, I'll just sit, I would sit and ground myself, and I'd be like, oh, what color is my carpet if there's happens to be a carpet? And I'd be like, and then I'd answer that to myself, and then what color is the walls? And then I'd answer that. Just like, keep myself distracted. I don't know if anyone needed that, but just in case, that's something that helps me. I live about 7 kilometers away. Wait, I gotta count kilometers in my brain. That's not close, right? That's a little ways. I think, I literally learned meters. Why can't I just rationalize them in my brain? Why can't I picture kilometers? Why can't I picture a ruler, but I can't picture a kilometer? About 4 miles. Okay, yeah, that's a little ways away. That's good. I mean, I can't math, just in general. And also, a ruler doesn't mean anything. A ruler is a ruler. A ruler can measure stuff, but a ruler is a ruler. That honestly meant nothing. I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad everything's okay. I don't think I've ever actually, again, I'm gonna knock on wood. I don't think I've ever actually experienced, no, that's a lie. That is a lie. You're right, boy, that is a lie. It wasn't in my house. But, so, how do I explain this? We had, you know, one of those heating lamps? You know, you would mostly use them for like, as grow lights, or you would use them to keep like little animals warm, right? Animals that can't, like, you know, they can't keep themselves warm. Like normally they'd have their mothers cuddle with them. Like, you know, that, stuff like that. And we had them in a chicken coop. We were like raising chicks, and they were just old enough to be able to be outside for long periods of time. But you know, they're still babies, so if they want warmth, we have like a little heat lamp. And at some point, well, actually, no, not at some point. We were able to catch it, like, immediately. The heat lamp fell. And, you know, those heat lamps, they get really, really hot. And we had, like, a little bed of straw for them. You know, just because straw's, you know, comfy or whatever. And, yeah, it fell. It was one of those just, like, freak things where, like, it wasn't meant to fall, but it did. And thankfully, I forget if it was me or my mom that saw the smoke first. But, we saw the smoke, and we ran outside, and, we basically, like, had to, like, get... Oh, the chicks were fine, by the way. All the chicks were fine. Thankfully, nothing bad happened to them. But... I mean, obviously they were panicking, but no, they're fine. They were all fine. But we had to put out the fire. Like, I turned on the hose and my mom just, like, ran out fireman style and just sprayed down the coop as fast as she could. But, yeah, we've done that for, like, years. Like, we've raised chicks, like, a whole lot, and we've pretty much done, like, the same thing. It was just, like, one of those things where it's, like, I don't know what happened. Like, it wasn't even, like, particularly, like, windy or anything like that. It was just like one of those things where, like, maybe like the lamp just happened to fall, you know, or maybe like something bumped it, like maybe like a chicken was just like raging against the system or something and just like ran into it and it just like hit it perfectly where the lamp just fell. But yeah, nothing really happened in my own house, thankfully. But yeah, that was like one of my only times I've ever like actually experienced a fire. And thankfully it was just like one of those like really small fires, you know. It could have been a lot worse, but thankfully it wasn't, because we caught it just in time. I have experienced tornadoes. Well, no, not tornadoes in the sense of like an actual tornado has like touched down in my area. Thankfully, I don't live in an area where we get a lot of tornadoes. We get them like once in a blue moon. So they're just kind of, when they do happen, it's really scary when we get like tornado warnings. I take them seriously. No one else in my family does. Like, what was it? I think it was a couple years ago. We got our first tornado in a very, very long time. And I was freaking out. Rightfully so, I would say. Because we never get tornadoes. You know? So I'm just like, we gotta go in the basement. We gotta get all of our animals and we gotta go in the basement. You know? And my mom's just like, honey, we don't get tornadoes. Chances are it's not gonna be anything. And I'm just like, well, you never know. You never know. It could touch down. And then she's just like, okay, to calm your nerves, something is happening out there. Venti's going bananas. But but mom was like, okay, if it'll calm your nerves, we'll go downstairs, right? And you know, we're sitting downstairs, and my brother, I have a brother. He's just like, oh, why are we doing this? Why are we feeding into her anxiety? Venti is venting. I love that. Oh, my neck cracked. What the heck? But my brother was just complaining about how we were taking this seriously, and I had to explain to him, like, you never know. It's always good to be safe than sorry, right? You never know. You never know if something happens. And of course, I was proven wrong. Nothing happened. Or at least nothing in our area. Because a tornado warning means that, like, there is a tornado. But it didn't come anywhere near us. In fact, it went the exact opposite direction of us. But, you know, like I said, it's always best to be safe than sorry. We did get a lot of very strong winds, though. Because a lot of, like, tree branches and stuff and, like, trees were, like, knocked down. But nothing, it wasn't, like, anything really, really bad happened. It was just, like, side effects of it. it was a very interesting time. We don't really get a lot of like extreme weather stuff except if it's like rain or snow. And that's usually like from other areas, you know, like that just sweeps. Yeah. I got chills. Why do I have chills? Ugh. But yeah. I think... Oh, this is gonna be very awkward to say because, like, I have no other way to segue this. But, like, I think I might just end stream now. Cause, I mean, it's been 3.5 hours. I woke up at 6:30 to a sick cat. And I had, like, a almost 5-hour stream yesterday. So I think I'm gonna call it a little bit early tonight. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, though. I had a lot of fun doing this. Aw, have a good sleepies. Aw, thank you, BD. And I hope that now that your power is back on, you can do all the fun things you weren't able to do. Like, I don't know which, Dream Daddy you were trying to fatherly seduce. Actually, I never played Dream Daddy, but I watched Mark play it. Who was my favorite during that time? I honestly don't remember. I love Damien. Damien's the weird vampire dude, right? But I didn't even get that far yet. Ah, okay, I see. I see. Yes, okay. I think that was my favorite too. But it's been so long. It's honestly been so long. I feel like a part of me... Okay, no, I probably liked Craig. Someone told me he's trans. Yes, he is, I think. I don't know if it's been said in the game, though. That's the thing. But like I said, it's been so long. Yes, Craig, bro. The thing is, I don't know if I liked Craig because I genuinely liked Craig or because Markiplier liked Craig. But yes, about Damien, I don't know if it was said in the game, but it is confirmed that he is trans, yes. Yeah, Markiplier. My favorite part of that whole Markiplier, because I think he streamed like the final like long episode because he wanted to get everything, I think. The best part of it was like at the very, very end. He just like a realization hit that he liked Craig because Craig was literally him. Now I'm like, yeah, I relate to that. And it's true though, it is true. It still holds true even now. But like, the problem is that now that I told you this, every time you see Craig, you're just gonna think of Markiplier. And that's just going to affect the entire game, just like throughout the rest of it. Although that's a good thing, because Markiplier is a good bean. Markiplier is good. Markiplier is nice. What are you? Fenty's doing something. Would date. I feel if anyone just genuinely would ever pass up the opportunity to date Markiplier, like I would legit ask like, what is wrong with you? Outside of if your reason is, oh, because he already has a loving girlfriend, then like, yeah, that's valid. But no, I would date Mark. He would probably tell me to like exercise and stuff, but I'd be like, I would do it for Markiplier. I would actually, really, you would not date Markiplier. Why would... This is so weird. This is such a weird topic. But like, why would you pass up Markiplier? Genuine question. Like, I feel like he's a nice guy. I feel like he would unironically like long walks on the beach, and I like the beach, so that would be nice. I'm sorry, this is so weird. I'm supposed to be ending stream. I guess I did put chatty in the tag. I date sprint. Oh no. I made it through. I almost made it through an entire FNAF stream so I'm bringing up how they like Springtrap. Their topic changed. I don't know if I like it better though. Oh, I don't doubt that. I feel like he's already got a lot to handle. I feel like adding myself onto that is unfair. Oh, that's so selfless. Oh no. But that's a very valid point though. I can see that. But in like a perfect world, though, that's a good reason. Yeah, that is a good reason. I feel like a bad person. Oh! Oh, that scared me. Hi, V Jamboree. Thank you for the raid. Oh my god, that scared me. Thank you for the raid. Oh. Alright, how do I explain what we were talking about? Yeah, I was just about to end stream, but let's end it by just oh yeah, thank you for shouting. Psychonauts. Ooh, cool. Psychonauts. Nice. Wait, I said V Jamboree. Oh no. V Jamby. I'm so sorry. Why? What in my brain says Jamboree? What? I see BD was cheating on me. Last night. Power went out during stream, and I needed FNAFuary. Yeah, I am ending stream, but if you do want like the simplest of terms, it is right here. I actually did make like a nice timeline as just like a quick thing for everyone to look at. But of course, if you do want my in-depth talking points of it, I mean the VOD is going to be up on Twitch, like obviously because they're up for like 2 weeks. But then I will archive this on my Twitch channel. This might be up on Tuesday because I've been trying to keep it to a Tuesday through Friday upload schedule for VODs. So it would be up Tuesday if you want to watch that on YouTube. Plus, I don't know if I will yet or not. I might, but I think I will do like a share with me link. So if anyone is ever actually, curious and wants to like look at this for any reason, or maybe want to like pick it apart and like anything like that, they're more than welcome to like use that if they want to. It's not the most perfect, like there's a lot of grammar mistakes as I read from reading this, but it's it'll be cool. It'll be somewhere if you're really curious. Sorry, Gia. I feel discouraged and I needed an avenue to talk about Springtrap. Archived on YouTube is what he meant. Yes, archived on YouTube. Archived on Twitch for like the 2-week things, and then archived on YouTube. You're fine, bro. I'll get MatPat on. No, oh no. Oh, I would die if MatPat reacted to this. I don't know if I would die from just like embarrassment, or if I would die from like, just like MatPat just reacting to me. I'm writing a lengthy report. No. It would be cool though, because MatPat did like a thing on VTubers, but he just talked about Calliope Mori and Gagura from Hololive. He didn't like actually, I don't think he actually like talked about like, really anything else about VTubers. So it would be interesting to see him react to like a VTuber theory thing. That would be pretty interesting. Maybe not mine, because I'm I would me react to me. It would be cool though. That would be really interesting. does my shoulder hurt? I think that he's literally a PNG tuber. He is a PNG tuber, isn't he? Yeah, technically he is. Because, like, oh no. Besides GT Live, yeah. When he shows up in his own, like, theory videos, he, you know, he uses, like, that one picture of himself all the time. He technically is a PNG tuber. That counts. Yeah, it does count. Oh my gosh. MatPat, if you ever watch this, congratulations. You're a VTuber. Welcome to the fandom, my friend. I hope you like it here. There are a lot of VTubers who really like FNAF. Not just me. Not just everyone in chat, like BD, Anna Maestro. PNG tubers are VTubers too. Exactly. Markiplier, you're a VTuber. And VJam. Oh my god, my voice. Whoa. VJambi, Katara was here earlier. If you're looking for someone that has a really big following that likes FNAF, may I No, I said it right. No, don't correct me. May I say, anyway, MatPat, if numbers are a thing, if you never want to if you don't want to collab with me because my numbers are too low, and you're looking for a FNAF collaborator, I know that Niji Sanji English's Vox Akuma is a huge fan of FNAF. Not gonna let go of that, are you? Oh my god. I haven't watched a Vox stream in a while. I haven't watched a lot in... No, that's a lie. I watched a Selene stream this morning. Never mind. I have been watching Niji Sanji Members. Never mind. It's been a while since I actually did watch a Vox live though, so I might have to watch a couple at some point. But yeah. But oh. Whoa, they're flying everywhere. Here. Wait, let's do something fun before I go. Ah! Let's do something fun. Where's my, okay. Let's go to the just chatting screen real quick. Let's have a little fun. Alright, guys. Do your worst. I've always actually wanted to do this. I want to encourage, interactivity with my streams because I heard that's a good thing to do. Whoa, I'm floating. Oh god, and my neck cracked. Why does my neck crack? Is this a feature that I need to fix? I feel like it is. Maybe it's just like something about like leaning too far or something. Next animatronic, no. Oh, whoa. Actually, it would be kind of interesting if I was able to voice, like a Chica animatronic. That would be fun. That would be fun, because I literally am a chicken, so it'd be funny. It'd be like a nice little tee-hee, tee-hee-hee-hee. But I do want to see something. Actually, I'll start it off. We'll do PogChamp. Let's see how far these emojis go. Oh, there they go. Oh my god. I was just fixing my hair. At VTube Studio. Ah! I love this feature. It's so fun. I want to see how many emojis can pop up at once. What did I set it as? Let's see. What did do I go to see that again? Oh wait, no, oh no, that's hotkeys. No, that's not it. Okay, is it this one? It is this one. Let's, if I, config, I hit select, I should be able to see. If a message contains more, they will be ignored. It's up to 15. Total emotes is 50. Okay. Alright, that's what it was. 500 characters. 500 emojis just like being thrown at once. Ah! That hurt. Look at all the dancings. I need an animated emote. I need to get on that. I need to commission a weekly because I really want a weekly. Hang on. I got this fast weekly from a Yoichi subscription. Just gonna drop a whole bunch of weeklies on my face. Yeah! Alright. That was fun. That was entertaining. I'm glad we got to test the limits. The person that did my weekly did mine for $10. I gotta get on that. I gotta get on that. I need a weekly in my life. I need a weekly. They normally do it for 25. Ooh, oh, you got it for a real good price then. Yeah, that's really good. Ah, and that's the last of my water. All right, I'm gonna zoom back in. I hope you guys like these glasses though. I really like them. They're cute. They're cute, and they actually sit on my face properly, unlike the last time I wore glasses for stream. Yeah, these are cute. Oh, bah! Oh, I see a Shuba. I see a Shuba. Wait, I think I might keep these glasses as a toggle. I have a whole lot of toggles already because I've been just like using VTube Studio's toggle features. But these are really cute. I really do like these. And like I wear glasses in real life, so it's like it's very fun. It's very fun to see my model with glasses. I always said that like if I ever got like an alternate outfit, I would get glasses on them because like I wear my glasses full time. I don't wear contacts or anything. They're literally like a part of my body, like my own two eyes. If I don't have glasses, I literally can't function because I don't like things near my eyes, so I could never wear contacts. So I've always wanted like if I ever got an alternate outfit, I would like some glasses, you know, to be like, hi. Now it's just like me for real. Use that thing I told you about on Twitter. Oh wait, that free is it the free model, the pencil sketch one that I said looks like a Mori. Is that the one you're talking about? Live 2D, yeah. I honestly... Okay, wait. I don't... It's a fully rigged Live 2D. Yeah, it looks really cool. I think if the goal to do the hikikomori route is fulfilled, I might actually I might download it. I might download it just for the heck of it, just to see it, just because it looks really cool. But if we do end up doing the as if right on cue, as if on cue, Anna Maestro put 4,000 channel points to the Play the Hikikomori Route of Omori community challenge. Thank you. But yes, if we do end up fulfilling that challenge, I will probably use that to do the, for my playthroughs of the Hikikomori route. Because, like, unlike the other, routes, as far as I know, like, Hikikomori route, the ending's neutral, I'm pretty sure. That's a neutral ending. But, like, the other endings, they're just, like, you actually do play through the real world stuff. As far as I know, like, the Hikikomori, you're literally, like, stuck in your house. So, priorities, are in, you know, white space. So, you know, I think that would be fun. It would be a nice, interesting contrast between, like, my two playthroughs of it. You should tell... that should tell you how interesting I am in you getting it and using it during the Hikukohina route. It sounds... everyone's hyping this up when I, like... Honestly, it must be good. It must be good. I heard you do a whole lot of chores, though. Actually, you know, that actually made me think. Because I saw, like a screenshot of a Mori in a bathtub. And it just, like, dawned on me. The entire, like, 3-4 days we were playing as Sunny in the good route. The good ending. We did not bathe a single time. And we didn't brush our teeth. It's a miracle that Kel wanted to hang out with us. And no, jumping in that lake did not count as a bath. If anything, it probably made us smell worse because it's a public lake. So, like, literally, the only time that I'm guessing Sunny ever bathes in a Mori is if he does the Hikikomori route, and I do not know how to feel about that. I guess he's 16. I guess he's like 15, 16. You know, teenage boys don't know how to hygiene. They don't know what hygiene is. I guess it makes sense. Man, on that note, let's thank the raid. Thank you, VJambi, for the raid. Thank you. I'm sorry you came after we had completed everything. I'm so sorry. But I still appreciate the raid, and I appreciate getting the chance to talk. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Sunny would probably already be nose blind to his own stink, and Kel would have probably not said anything on account of his own. You would think okay, wait. If I got my lore straight, right? Hero went into his own, like, little mini state of depression for, like, a year. So, did he bathe? But I feel like he's in a much better position now, like, when the game starts than, like, 4 years ago. So I would assume that Hero wouldn't be nose blind to his own stink. This is a really weird topic. I'm sorry. This is really weird. But, like, you would think that someone would notice. But then again, he's also, like I said, he's also a teenage boy. So honestly, it probably doesn't even matter. Alright. I gotta find someone to raid. Where's my, back to Twitch. There we go. Oh my god. What's happening? We're on the Twitch cheese. We got someone sleeping. We got a couple just chattings. Got someone playing Elden Ring. Final Fantasy. Yeah, today must be a day for just chattings. There's a lot of just chattings. There's Persona 5 Royal. That could be fun. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Someone's sleeping. I think I just said that. Oh, Emma Lily's streaming. Emma Lily's streaming, Animal Crossing. That could be fun. Having fun. We haven't rated Emma Lily in a while. I see you also said Emma Lily. I think we'll rate Emma Lily. Let me just double check to make sure that, they're not ending stream. And, what is that? What's on their head? Oh, thank you for posting the raid message. Thank you, Anna Maestro. I can't tell what her head is. Food Jamboree has contributed 1,484 total chickpea points to play the Hikikomori route in a more. Oh my gosh, you guys. I appreciate it though. Thank you. Alright. I think we're gonna raid Emma Lily. And I'm gonna try using the this button again one more time. I'm gonna see if it starts up. Sound off if you can see the raid message. If you can see the raid message. Can you all see it? Can everyone confirm that they can see it and they can use it? Yep, it starts. Okay, good. Then I will then I will now say thank you all so much for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. That was technically my first official step in my teaching career, which is very weird to say. But I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all had fun with it. I hope you all enjoyed. Well, I already just said that, but I hope you had as much fun as I did just discussing the timeline. And with that being said, I will see you all Sunday. Right? Sunday. Yeah, Sunday for more Pokemon Violet. Yay! Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone.